Mga kapuso, oras na naman para balikan ang mga maaksyong kaganapan nitong nakaraang linggo sa NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball. Noong Biyernes, tinalo ng San Sebastian ng EAC 78-61. Nanguna para sa Golden Stags si Alex De Soyo na gumawa ng 11 puntos.
Para magkukulat yung mga points na kalaban.
De Soyo drains the 3-point shot.
Sa Sabado naman, ginanap ang ikalawang GMA NCAA All-Star Game kung saan nagtagumpay ang Heroes kontra sa Saints 98-95. Hinirang bilang MVP ang EAC power forward na si Nat Cosejo na gumawa ng game-high 16 points. Si Rahil Birian naman ang nakakuha ng Celebrity MVP trophy dahil sa kanyang 12 puntos sa loob lamang ng 9 na minuto.
Tatlong kalaban niya. Here's the love. Biria underneath again.
Look at the way he positions himself. Di natatakot.
Nagsimula naman ang second round nung linggo, and it was a day of upsets. Mapua defeated LPU 62-59, while EAC finally earned its first victory of the tournament by defeating no less than the league-leading Benil Blazers 80-75. Nat Cosejo continued to have a weekend to remember as he fired in 24 points for the Generals.
How about this guy? Nat Cosejo. Yung push shot na yan. Gumagana para kay Nat.
On Tuesday, the three-peat-seeking Letran Knights demolished the Perpetual ALTAs 74-59 behind the combined 26 points of Brent Paraiso and Louis Sangalang.
For a foul play, he pursues Franyu to Louis. And Sangalang converts. Brent Paraiso was aggressive right from the get-go.
At nung Miyerkules naman, dinomina ng Benil Blazers ang Mapua Cardinals 85-72 sa pangunguna ni Will Gozum na gumawa ng career-high 25 points.
Gozum wants it underneath. Gozum gets it. Will Gozum with a big-time basket.
Pinatumba naman ng LPU ang EAC 79-73 sa sumunod na laro. Bumida para sa mga pirata si Maclod Guadagna na nagbigay ng 11 na puntos para makuha ang kanilang ikawalong panalo sa torneo.
They swing it to the left side. Guadagna for 3. And Guadagna drops it in.
Ayan po mga kapuso, tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo sapagkat nagsimula na ang aksyon sa second round. Let's do this again next week, but until then, always remember, achieve greatness every day.
The GMA NCAA All-Star Basketball Game is back!
Alan Taidik.
At pinagbibidahan ito ng NCAA Season 98 standouts, kapuso artists at Philippine basketball legends.
Yun pa rin.
Nakita mo yung no-look pass na yun. Papunta kay Renz Noko.
Pero bago nagsimula ang game nitong Sabado, October 15, ay kinulit muna natin sila.
Mga puso, samahan niyo ako. Nandito ako sa dugout ng Team Saints. Tanong natin kung paano sa nag-prepare for today. Louis Sangalang of Team Saints. Louis, anong pakiramdam coming to this game? Siyempre, iba naman yung treatment natin dito. Pati mga artista kalaban natin. Anong pakiramdam?
Siyempre, excited po kasi kasama nga po, may mga celebrity, may mga PBA legends. Kaya excited po.
Excited ka sa lagay na yan?
Oo.
Ano message mo sa kalaban?
Good luck.
Para kanina yung laro na to.
Siyempre sa Team Saints.
Mga kapuso, Team Saints. Para sa akin pala, uy, huwag ganun. Talkers, anong treatment natin sa laro na to?
Basta pag libre, tira. Ganun.
Grabe yung kumpiyansa ni Kers. Sir, ano po yung mindset natin coming into this game? Given na last year MVP kayo.
Yun nga, siguro just enjoy the game, not really pressured to win another MVP. Sabaga today is more for the fans and for them to see a very unique game between mga Kapuso stars, NCAA players, and PBA legends.
Ano po yung expectations natin na pag kayo naman yun nasa loob?
Well, sana magkasabay ko rin yung mga legends sa kabila para hindi kami baka masyado kaming mabilis para sa kanila eh. Dahan-dahan lang kami.
Paano po kayo nag-prepare sa laro natin?
Actually, nag-ensayo kami nila Willie, naglaro pa kami para dito sa All-Star na to eh.
Ano po yung expectations natin sa laro na to?
Lalakasan ko po yung palakpak ko ngayon para sa mga matutuli natin mga bata.
So ano naman po yung naging preparation nyo?
kumain ako ng 2 rice ngayon para medyo... Hindi, ano lang, syempre.
Naglaro tayo dahil sinabi ko naglaro tayo para dito eh.
Saka mo na. Naglaro pala kami. Mali. Kumain ako kanina pero naglaro kami na maayos. Preparasyon talaga. Tatakbo ko eh. Palo ko kasi mag-hesitation tapos medyo yung speed ko, tinulin ako na konti.
Mga puso, dito tayo sa dugout ng Team Heroes. Samahan niyo ako. From Team Heroes, anong pakiramdam natin sa laro na to?
Alam mo, excited ako eh. Kasi first time ko maglalaro sa ganitong court. Lagi ako sanay sa may amin lang, tapos walang bubong.
Ilang points yung ida-drop mo?
Teka. Mga 2.
Mga puso, si Kokoy.
Maswerte na yung 2.
Ano pong pakiramdam coming into this game?
Well, siyempre, lagi naman kinakabahan pero super excited kasi hopefully, siyempre, manalo kami.
Ano po yung expectations natin sa laro?
Ako, para sana malabas ko yung... Kung may 100% ako, sana malabas ko. But ano lang, enjoy the game, have fun.
So, anong expectations natin sa laro na to?
Expect ko na magiging masaya kasi may mga artista, may mga legends, tapos kasama ko na yung mga players. So magiging masaya at competitive to.
Expect ko na sa score ng 40 points si Doromal kasi grabe talaga yan.
Ikaw, expect nila triple-double si Enzo. Triple-double.
So ano naman yung treatment nyo sa laro na to? Siyempre, dito elims, dito semis, all-star game to na NCAA.
Hindi, seryoso to. Talagang babanatan ko si Franyo talaga.
Anong pamamaraan yung pagbabana?
Basta makikita na lang niya mamaya.
Sa akin naman, siguro magiging masaya to. Babanatan ko si Jesse Sumoda.
Magkakaroon ng banatan mga kapuso today. Mix Villasis, mga kapuso. Nagme-meditate for the game today. Very much prepared. Condition to eh. Mix, ano yung preparation mo for this game?
Kumain lang ako 3 beses sa isang araw.
Ilang points yung ida-drop mo today?
Pwede na yung 35 points na.
Hopefully, I could score at least 2 points. At least kasi kinakabahan ako eh. Pero I don't know, let's see.
Bakit ka kinakabahan?
Kabado ako. Kasi parang ayoko kasing makita na tatalo yung kalaban. Joke lang.
Sir, ano po yung preparation nyo for today?
Importante naman dito is let's have fun for today, walang ma-injured at saka this is for the fans, no? Talagang ma-showcase yung mga talents ng mga players ngayon. Kami supporting role lang kami dito.
Message po sa mga kapuso.
Maraming salamat sa na-invite ako dito and thank you very much din sa support nyo sa Philippine basketball dito sa NCAA. Mabuhay kayo.
Matapos ang kulitan, umarangkada na ang laban. Nanalo ang Team Heroes sa score na 98-95.
And Team Heroes will walk away with the victory.
Ito ay sa pangunguna ni Nat Coseo na pumuntos ng 16 at may 7 rebounds kaya naman siya ang hinirang na All-Star MVP. Celebrity MVP naman si Rahil Birria. At ang isa pang amazing, nalaman natin na wala pa ring kupas si Alan kay Dick. Meron siyang 3 3-pointers at may total na 14 points and 6 assists. Notable din si Willie Miller na nag-ambag naman ng 12 points para sa Team Saints. Talaga namang sobrang entertaining and competitive ang laban tulad ng ating inaasahan.
Doon po nagtatapos mga kapuso ang pangungulit natin sa ating mga players, artists, and legends for Season 98's All-Star Game. Abangan niyo po yung laro natin. My name is Bailey Sakot. Magbabalik.
Hello NCAA fans at mga kapuso, kasama natin ngayon NCAA Season 93 MVP from the Mapua Cardinals. Played for Mapua. They were very competitive before. We got here Mr. Kelvin De La Peña, fresh from Canada. What's up, bro?
Hi, how's it going? It's good to be back.
How long has it been since you last watched a
The
Mapua
long
game?
has been, I believe actually you said 93, but I think it's just 81, 83 was my MVP. I'm not quite
83.
sure. That's how old I am.
Okay, just for context, we're at season 98 of the NCAA.
Yeah.
What do you miss the most about the NCAA?
I think what I miss the most is the physicality of the game in the Philippines. when I retired, naglalaro na ako sa Canada here and there. Medyo, you play for fun, di ba? Obviously, you play for fun. But I think I missed the physicality and the play, the speed and the pace. And then you add the drums. You add the drums and you add the cheerleading. So, yung atmosphere niya talaga is a whole different level.
What's an NCAA moment that you won't ever forget?
I think playing against Letran.
Ooh. Battle of Intra yun.
Battle of Intra. I think that's what I miss the most. Pagtapos ng game, makikita mo, after the game, maglalakad-lakad sa Intramuros, So,
that rivalry was renewed this year alone because season 97 they met in the finals.
Yes.
Where are you watching that though?
Man,
I
I was
imagine you watching and jumping around.
I was watching at home, man. I was watching at home with my dad. Letran is they always have that extra chip in their shoulder.
Yeah.
Right? So I think na we're there, pero kulang pa, may just one more extra. So I was cheering at home. Cheering for my red and yellow, but sayang.
Ano naman yung kaibahan in terms of how college or NCAA basketball was played from your time to what you just saw?
To be honest, yung generation ngayon, I'm in awe. I'm so impressed. I have nothing bad to say, right? Our time was different. When I played, our time was different. Especially sa Mapua, yung mga students, kailangan mo talagang to attend school
Right.
Or you attend school, yung mga parents doon, it's like, you gotta attend school. Mapua is a hard school.
Yeah.
Right?
Engineering,
right? IT, it's so hard.
Okay, you're now coaching.
Right.
In Canada right now because after your some seasons in the professional league here in the Philippines, you went back to Canada and you started a new life there, and now you're inspiring a lot of kids to pursue basketball. And tell us a bit more about that.
I tried to work sa 9 to 5. I tried to work, wake up in the morning. I could not do it. Sa office, I cannot do it, man. I can't do it. And that's the life abroad. I had to do a lot of soul searching and to see, what's my calling? Calling ko. And what do I know from the age of 4? So, I started coaching siguro mga 5 to 6 kids, individual skills lang.
Right.
And these kids turned out to be, somebody in their community. And then from there, nag-evolve na. And then 6 turned to 12 to 20, and then it just evolved. Ngayon, we have a full-out club program na ngayon sa Canada. So, we've been, blessed. But still humble. We want to stay humble. We want to keep it going. And we want to take yung mga Filipino Canadians and hopefully give them a platform dito.
Now you have your kids, you're handling them, they're very young.
Yeah.
They're probably in high school, elementary, high school right now. When they do decide to pursue their career here in the Philippines, what's the first thing you're gonna tell them?
The first thing I tell them is you have to adjust to the lifestyle here. Kasi you're going to a different country. So my dad used to tell me, yung mga kalaban mo, yung mga teammates mo, hindi sila a-adjust sa'yo.
Right.
Because you're in their grounds. So
In fact, you're gonna be a bit of a threat to them.
100%.
Right?
100%. So with gratitude and with humility, you have to adjust sa mga locals. Diba? Kasi iba eh. And when yung mga Phil-Ams, yung mga Phil-Canadians and Phil-Foreigners, we have a little bit of chip in our shoulder na kaya natin sa Philippine basketball. But, I think teaching the kids na how to live outside of basketball. Kasi basketball, you play 3-6 hours. You're gonna get better kasi you play every day.
That's true.
Pagtapos mo ng practice, how are you gonna communicate and how are you gonna connect sa mga locals? I think that's the number one thing. Is you have to connect sa culture mo. You have to yung talagang upbringing ng parents mo. How are you gonna adjust?
Kelvin, you've shared a lot of things here already. Some of your favorite moments in the NCAA. But before we let you go, you saw the game earlier. They are struggling to start the season. The Mapua Cardinals.
Yeah.
What's your message to them, to the boys of Coach Randy?
Yeah.
And afterwards, what's your message to the entire NCAA community?
I think we have to remind ourselves na hindi to sprint. It's not a sprint. It's always a marathon. Ganun ang basketball. Hindi tayo na point A, point B, nandun na tayo sa destination natin. It's a building, it's a process. But when you lose, you win because you learn something. I think you have to trust the process. It's a marathon. My message to the community, to the NCAA community, man, I just want to thank you. Thank you, everybody that supported me all throughout the years, everybody that's watched my games. Naglaro ko ng professional. I obviously didn't pan out the way I wanted to, but I look back is NCAA was dear in my heart. It was very, very close to my heart. Spending time with my teammates, mga coaches, and getting to know, these guys, getting to know everybody. I think that's what I miss the most. So thank you, NCAA community. Maraming salamat for taking a 20-year-old kid from Canada, and then now, here we are.
And he is inspiring more kids to probably follow his footsteps.
Yeah.
Pagdating po sa larangan ng basketball. Brother, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you,
guys. Maraming salamat.
Monhe with a finish. Natran takes the lead back. Oh, what a move by Rayson. Rayson, pinagulong pa yung bola. Olivario mula sa labas. Squad.
Hi, I'm Tommy Olivario, 25 years old, from Letran Knights. Ang course ko ay Marketing Management. I'm from Makati City. Nagsimula ako maglaro ng basketball nung 9 years old ako. Dahil napapanood ko yung tatay ko dati nung bata pa ako, kaya nagustuhan ko yung basketball.
Hi, I'm Kobe Monhe, 22 years old, from Letran Knights. Ang kursong kinukuha ko ngayon ay Marketing Management. Ako ay taga Kamiling Tarlac. Nagsimula ako maglaro ng basketball nung 8 years old ako at tinuruan ako ng papa ko.
Hi, I'm Kurt Rayson, 24 years old, from Letran Knights. Ang kursong kinukuha ko ngayon ay Marketing Management. I'm from Davao Occidental. Nagsimula ako maglaro ng basketball nung 10 years old ako kasi kaibigan din ng parents ko.
Nickname Tommy. Height 5'9". Ang weight ko ay 70 kilograms. Ang size ng sapatos ko ay 12. Ang paborito kong pagkain ay adobo. Ang paborito kong kulay ay black. Ang paborito kong singer ay si Ras. Paborito kong movie ay Coach Carter. Crush ko si Bea Alonso kasi sobrang simple niya at sobrang ganda. Motto in life, believe in yourself.
Ang nickname ko ay Kobe. Ang height ko ay 6'4". Ang weight ko ay 190 pounds. Ang shoe size ko ay 13. Ang paborito kong pagkain ay tinola. Ang paborito kong kulay ay blue. Ang paborito kong singer ay si Bruno Mars. Ang favorite movie ko ay Fast and the Furious 7. Ang motto ko ay walang ibang tutulong sa'yo kundi ang sarili mo.
Nickname ko Kurt. Height 5'9", weight 73 kilo. Shoe size 10.5. Favorite food, tortang talong. Favorite color, black. Ang favorite singer ko si Wiz Khalifa. Favorite movie ko is Hustle, Bo Cruz. Motto in life, time is gold.
Sa team ko, ako ang pinakamabait.
Sa team ko, ako yung pinaka-tahimik.
Sa team ko, ako ang pinaka-shooter.
Sa umaga, ang una kong tinitignan ay ang aking cellphone.
Sa umaga, ang una kong tinitignan ay aking cellphone. Tinitignan ko anong oras na. Baka malita ako sa practice.
Sa umaga, yung una kong tinitingnan ay aking cellphone. Tinitingnan ko yung oras.
Kung may papalitan ako sa parte ng katawan ko, siguro yung ilong ko. Kasi masyado malaki.
Kung may papalitan ako sa part ng katawan ko, siguro wala. Kasi kontento na ako sa binigay ni Lord.
Pag may papalitan ako sa aking katawan, yun ang aking tiyan. Kasi bilbil na.
Takot ako sa girlfriend ko. Kasi ayoko siyang nagagalit.
Takot ako sa girlfriend ko. Wala, takot lang ako.
Takot ako sa ahas.
Pag may exam, pag di ako nakapag-aral, nanonood ako ng movie para ma-relax ako.
Pag may exam, pag hindi ako napag-aral, ang ginagawa ko ay manood sa YouTube kung ano yung topic ng subject ko.
Pag may exam, di ako nakapag-aral, ginagawa ko lang ay mag-review.
Pag may naka-block sa akin, ito yung reaction ko.
Pag may nakaka-block sa akin, ito ang reaction ko.
Pag may naka-block sa akin, ito ang reaction ko.
Pag naka-block ako, ito yung reaction ko.
Pag ako naman ang naka-block, wala lang, ganito lang.
Pag ako naman naka-block, ito na ang reaction ko.
Happy Saturday mga kapuso! October 22, 2022, back inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in beautiful San Juan City. Ngayong Sabado, baka sa dalawang napakagandang laro, baka sa inyong NCAA Season 98 live on GTV. We're also seen worldwide sa pamamagitan ng GMA Pinoy TV, GMA News TV International, and we're also seen on our website. Just log on to gmanetwork.com. Plus, may live streaming po tayo, FB Live. Just go to the NCAA Philippines Facebook page, also on Twitter and YouTube. Wala kayong dahilan na hindi mapanood ang dalawang laro natin ngayong Sabado. Uunahin na ng San Beda Red Lions and the Perpetual ALTAs going at it at 12 noon. And then for our second game, it will be the Mapua University Cardinals, who are 2-9 in Season 98, taking on the only team that has one win at the bottom of the standings, 1-10, Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals. It will be a great game between the Cards and the Generals later on. But let's stick to the first game between the Red Lions and the Altas. Magandang tanghali po mga kapuso. It's Andre and Andre on a Saturday. Andre Pakas po, kasama si Andre Felix.
Tama yan. We are seeing double right now and I like it.
Baliktad. Sabi ko, Andre Pakas, Andre Felix.
Hey, okay lang ganun din. We're twins basically. Okay na yun. We gotta admit.
Kambal kami dito. Ako lang yung pandak version. We'll also be joined by two more members of our broadcast team. There they are, Chloe Carrillo, who will do courtside duties for San Beda University, and Fatima Reyes, who will do reporting duties at courtside for University of Perpetual Health System, Delta. Babalikan natin mamaya si Chloe at si Fatima for their first reports before our game starts. But, unahin na natin. How should I call you? Brother, Andre,
Kuya, or ikaw nga tawag sa'yo, Kuya din eh. O, Andre 1, Andre 2, paano ba
Kuya Andre.
O ganun din eh, para mas mahirapan tayo. Okay,
Kuya Andre, silipin na natin muna. Simulan muna natin with our updated team standings before today's double headers. As you can see, San Beda Red Lions 6-3 right now against the Altas after losing their first game here in the second round last Tuesday to Letran. They dropped to 4-6.
Yun nga, so we can say they're kind of in the middle. There's still hope, but the thing that's good about this is they're going to be going up against each other again. So let's see kung may adjustment pa ba sila or will they just stick to the same game plan? So that'll be interesting to see later on.
You know what, Dre? Dahil bumalik na nga tayo sa ating 2 rounds, di ba? Yung double round robin format na mas mahabang season compared to last season.
Yes.
So it's very important because as you can see still, if it ended today, yung ating elimination round, ang final 4 doon would be the Blazers, the Pirates, the Knights, and the Heavy Bombers.
Yes.
Wala itong perennial favorite na laging nasa taas, the San Beda Red Lions. Let's talk about their first round meeting 10 days ago noong October 12, kung saan nagwagi doon ng San Beda 71-52. They led by as many as 22 points in that game. San Beda had 6 blocks, 3 coming from Cliff Hopia. And in that game, talagang San Beda, wanted to end the first round on a high note, and they did it well.
And we all know San Beda, they are a very patient team. They know the strengths of each other. No hurried shots because they take their time in finding the open man. As you can see, 25-11. First quarter, 25. Strong start kagad.
That's right.
Second quarter, medyo nakabawi ang Perpetual. Then third, they got their groove back and yun until the fourth. That's why 71-52. And yung maganda kasi dito sa San Beda, they see the floor very well. Such good spacing for their cutter and roller. Kaya ang ganda ng mga scoring nila inside the paint. Where we go to naman sa Perpetual, what they need to do is just make better shots. It's no doubt, they are very talented. They can attack, they can shoot. Yun nga lang, yung shot selection na lang, importante. So hopefully in this game, we can see those adjustments.
Well, let's focus our attention now on this man along with JB Bayo. James Kwekute and JB Bayo, these two players arguably are the veterans, the leaders, and talagang pinaka-crucial na pieces. It depends on these two players kung gaano kahaba yung itatakbo ng San Beda for this season. The pride of Mendiola, JB Bayo in the first round. We will be flashing on your screens in just a bit. There it is. Woo! The numbers here. Almost 13 points per game, 9 boards per game in the first round. But against the Altas, back in October 12, when they rounded out the first round, that was their last game, 16 points, 8 boards. Kwekute had 12 points, 11 boards, pero syempre, he's also averaging close to 17 points per game in the first round.
Yes, and you can see naman na JB attacks very well, has good spacing. Kaya if you can see now, yung difference from the first to second round, 16 points nung last game na. It's because he knows how to space, he knows how to find his open shot. Dito naman kay James, yes, 16 points per game siya nung first round. Last game, 12 points. But look at this, 11 rebounds, nakabawi. So this is a scary sight to see dahil he is aggressive on offense, but he does not just leave the dirty work to the bigs. He also gets involved with the rebounding. That's why he was able to, you know, get those double digits as well.
At nabanggit nga din ni team manager Jude Roque, he did confirm that Bayo will be the only player from the Red Lions lineup who will have maxed out his eligibility after this season. Meanwhile, James Kwekute, he is still eligible and has declared, though, that season 98 will be his final year, though, for San Beda. Now, a lion to watch. Let's talk about sophomore small forward Justin Sanchez. He started for only the second time this season in 7 games played. In the first round, as you take a look right now at his numbers, Andre, 6.4 points per game, 2.6 boards per game. But in that match against Perpetual, he did score his career high 12 points. He was 5 of 7 from the field. So, ito yung, kumbaga, kung pag nag-uusapan natin sina Bayo, sina Kwekute, this guy has to step up also. He has to be consistent.
And talk about the confidence. He look, 5 from 7 from the field. That means he knows how to position for the basket. Ito yung napansin ko, no wasted movements. He doesn't dribble, doesn't do anything fancy. He just knows when to take the shot, especially when he makes those tough shots look so easy. And ang maganda dito, he's a very aggressive player. Kaya those numbers don't lie at all.
Correct. Meanwhile, let's head on over courtside. Chloe Carillo was able to speak to JB Bayo and she'll be reporting on San Beda for this game. Chloe, magandang tanghali sa'yo.
Yes, gentlemen, the Red Lions were able to cap off their first round with a convincing win against today's opponent in the Altas. Pero hindi nga ibig sabihin na to na magpapakompante na ang koponan. I talked to JP Bayo and sinabi niya nga na naging confidence boost man ang kanilang pagkapanalo. Inaasahan din nila na ibang energy ang ipapakita ng kalaban na nais bumawi. However, San Beda has brought with them improved decision-making, the aim to stay consistent, and the same pride to capitalize for a Final Four spot. With energy man Jacob Cortez returning after mending a twisted ankle, and high spirits for the San Beda Red Lions celebrating the birthday of their teammate Dami Contapay. Let's see if the Lions can set a red-hot start for the second round.
Oh, thank you, Chloe. And belated happy birthday to JB Bayo. Dami Contapay pala.
Yes, happy birthday.
Maraming salamat, Chloe. We'll go back to you later on in the first quarter. Meanwhile, let's go to the other side. Talk about the Perpetual Altas. I was also able to cover their first game here in the second round against the Letran Knights. And if we take a look and go back to that meeting last Tuesday, the Altas against the Knights, you know, Perpetual is ranked first, averaging 49 boards per game. While Letran is second, 47.8 rebounds per game. But in that match, particular match, as you can see, yung discrepancy. Lamang na lamang ang Letran. They dominated the boards 54-45. And as you can see also, Perpetual struggled, to say the least, from three-point shooting.
I mean, they are very good shooters. I'm gonna stress it. I'm gonna keep stressing it. They're good shooters. They're very talented. Yung nga lang, their shot selection talaga. And even though that their shots are not going in, I always like looking at the brighter side of things. They are very aggressive when it comes to rebounds. Kaya you can see why they are #1 in rebounds in the league. So, ang important talaga dito, yung adjustment nila sa offense. That's it, because their defense, andyan naman, rebound hustle, andyan. But if they can translate their hustle sa kanilang pag-rebound to offense, it's gonna be very difficult for San Beda later.
Now let's talk about this man, Jello Razon. Without Kim Aurin in that game against Letran to start the second round, he really had to step up. So is that man, one of my favorites, Peter Pan, Ray Barkuma. But these two were off target, although Razon and Barkuma had double figures in scoring, 13 points and 11 points respectively for Razon and Barkuma. But Jello was just 1 of 7 from downtown. Barkuma was 0 of 4 from beyond the arc. So again, Kim Aurin did not play in that game, and I don't know if he's going to be playing in this game, but because we got word that he violated team rules, kaya hindi siya nakalaro nga in that first game against Letran last Tuesday. Let's see, and we'll find out. And let's bring in Fatima Reyes, and let's hear from Perpetual side of things, Fatima.
Hanggat may naniniwala at hanggat may nagtitiwala, hindi nga titigil sa paglaban ng kupunan ng Perpetual. Nakausap ko nga ang ilan sa players ng Perpetual Altas at pare-pareha sila nang sinabi sa akin kung meron daw silang pagkukulang. Ito daw ay ang sobrang sama nilang shooting, pero dagdag sa akin ni John Abes na sa kabila daw nito, grabe pa rin daw ang tiwala na ibinibigay sa kanila ni Coach Mike sa gigit. Dahil kahit sunod-sunod ang mga talo, wag daw sila panghinaan ng loob at wag matakot tumira. Andre, sabi nga sa akin ni Coach Mike, hindi pa rin natin makikita sa larong ito si Kim Aurin dahil pa rin sa isang team violation. Pero sa kumpiyansang ibinibigay sa kupunan, abangan natin kung makakabawi na nga ba sa larong ito ang Altas. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Fatima, for that update. So Kim Aurin still will not play in this game. Andre, we heard Fatima in her report. Coach Mike Sagigit saying because of that team violation, di pa rin maglalaro si Kim Aurin at malaking bagay yon. Kaya kailangan pa talaga mag-step up. Not just Barkuma, not just Razon, but all the other players, of
all
course.
the other players as well. Because if you look at San Beda, they're very complete. They're a team. So yung kulang talaga dito sa Perpetual, yung kanilang, hindi naman chemistries, but yung how they get together and adjust in these moments. Because I do believe in them. They are good in offense and defense. Yun talaga, a little bit of push ang kailangan nila.
And they'll be missing their leading scorer, averaging close to 14 points per game and 5 boards per game. Meanwhile, let's go now to our Coliseum announcer, Noel Villar, with the introduction of our starting
Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Live ngayon sa GTV Worldwide sa pamamagitan ng GMA Pinoy TV at GMA News TV International. At may live streaming pa sa gmanetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website at sa YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center for the first of today's doubleheader. It's the San Beda University up against the University of Perpetual Health System Delta in Season 98 Men's Basketball Eliminations of your NCAA. Let's first meet the starting 5 of your San Beda Red Lions. At guard number 8, Peter Alfaro. The other guard number 15, James Cuecote.
On your screens right now, starting unit for the San Beda Red Lions, Coach Yuri Escueta, Welgo, Quintet, Cuecote and Alfaro in the backcourt, Andrada and Sanchez up front, along with the big boy, Opia, the man in the middle. Para naman kay Coach Mike Sagigit and Perpetual help, he will go with this 5 of Carlo Ferreras and Jalen Razon in the backcourt. Mark Omega and Jeff Egan will be the 2 forwards. John Abbas will be the man in the middle. The Altas in maroon, Red Lions in bright whites. They're our officials for today. Crew Chief Aaron Cañete. First referee is Roldan Dionson and second referee Ralph Moreto. On we go with our first quarter. Maraming salamat po mga kapuso sa inyong pagtutok ngayong Sabado. Andre Felix along with Andre Paras. Andre Squared, the Andre Boys.
The Double Trouble. We gotta think of a moniker for that, but we'll get there.
Sabi nga din ng yung Papa Bear, Benji Paras, sabi niya, Andre times 2. First, oh, what a block from behind to start things off. I thought it would be an easy basket para kay Omega. And now here come the Red Lions.
Well, I give it to Omega. Ang ganda ng spacing niya and the way he positioned for the ball. Yung nga lang, nahabol sa length ni Hobby.
Now the Red Lions being patient on their offense. Shot clock down to 8. Quequintana kick out to Alfaro. In and out with that 3. Offensive board by James. Still no go for San Beda. And scramble for the loose ball and ends up to Razon. All the way for Chelo. He had that highlight last Tuesday. I thought it would be the same. Here come the Red Lions. Sanchez drives baseline. Wala pa rin. Underneath. The kick out. Quequete fires. Still no. And boy, Andre Paras, 1 minute gone by here in the first, and it feels this will be a sprint the way the pace is going.
I mean, if you think about it, for those joining us right now, this is just the first quarter. It has been 1 minute. Grabe ang aggressiveness ng both teams.
56 seconds pa nga lang eh.
Grabe.
Takbuhan na kagad. Ako'y napagod
Ay,
doon
di maganda. Very aggressive ang dalawa. So let's see kung ano naman ang adjustment nila sa pass game.
Ngayon naman balikan na. Oh, but that's a 3 first. Carlo Ferreras with the yes para sa 3. And he draws first blood for the Altas. Let's go to Fatima Reyes. Go back to her for a report on Perpetual's side. Fatima.
Nabiguman ang Perpetual Altas na mayuwi ang panalo kontra sa mga Letranista. Isang player nga ang nagpakitang gilas at ito ay si Jello Razon. Isang highlight play nga ang nakita natin mula kay Jello at sabi niya sa akin na pa-practice naman daw talaga niya ang move na yon dahil bata pa lang daw siya, napapanood na raw niya ito kay Kobe Bryant. Pabiro nga niya sinabi na ang pinagkaiba nga lang daw kay Kobe daw ay dunk, sa kanya raw ay layup lang. Nakakalungkot daw dahil talo raw sila sa game na yon dahil mas masarap daw sana yun panoorin kung sila ang nanalo. Andre at Andre, bukod nga sa inaasam na panalo, abangan natin kung mapapahanga na naman tayo ni Jello sa kanyang mga power moves. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat for that fantastic report, Fatima. Here's a 3. Bang! 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 Para kay Yukien Andrada. He ties things up at 3-all. Maganda yung sinabi ni Fatima. Si Jello daw, after that highlight, I'm sure you saw that.
Yes.
1.5 million views on YouTube or something. Yup. Akala ko, ang ginagaya niya si Kobe Paras.
Kobe Paras.
Kobe Bryant.
Dapat yun. But if yung sabi nga ni Fatima, he does practice it. So, mali mo mamaya, he's gonna get some more moves from his bag. So I won't be surprised kung meron bang isa pang highlight play to, si Jello Razon.
Grabe yun, yung wrap around, tapos ginanon yung bola, what a jelly move. Ginagawa mo ba dati yun, Dre?
Hindi, more of, I mean, ayoko magyabang, pero ang galing ko mag-high five. Magabot ng tubig. Doon ako magaling.
Oy, ang galing mo ay last stint mo sa pros ha.
Thank you.
Ang galing mo nun. Ang galing mo talaga, promise. Talagang sabi ko, grabe si Andre Ferreras. That time a miss from beyond the arc. Now let's go to San Beda's side of things and listen to this update from Chloe Carrillo.
Gentlemen, for go-to guard of San Beda, James Quequete, discipline has been essential for them to not be outworked by the other teams na ibahagi niya nga sa akin na madalas nilang napag-uusapan ng unpredictability this season sa bawat team this season. At dahil nga dito, doble ang kanilang disiplina sa training at recovery. With a longer season and heavy playing minutes, the team takes time to use like compression equipment, get sports massages, and stay disciplined with sleep and nutrition. Let's see if this well-rested and well-prepared Red Lions will set off on the right foot today. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Chloe. There's James Quequete in that first round meeting. Quequete did have 12 points. Double-double, 11 boards, but he was just 3 of 12 from the field, 25%. And James really has to be the barometer. Where James Quequete goes, that's where San Beda goes, especially for this season. Because alam mo naman natin, you know, if you talk about the Red Lions, Andre, of course, ang dami ng dumaan na stars dyan eh.
Yes.
Ang dami nang nag-lead sa San Beda. Most recent years, syempre, Robert Walling comes to mind, JV Mocon comes to mind, Calvin Oftana comes to mind, and now, this is basically James Quequete's team.
Exactly. And yung maganda dito, even if, you know, James has time to rest on the bench, yung pinapalit ni coach, nagsa-step up din. So, we can all say that his energy is very contagious in the team.
Meanwhile, a heat check there for Jello Razon. He tried to take it from close to the logo. Pero kapos ang kanyang tira. Ito ang hindi kapos dahil pumasok para kay Carlo Ferreras. Sinagot naman sa kabila ni Yukien Andrada. But cut Perpetual up 5-3, 6:45 remaining in the first. Nice look inside, intended for Andrada. Naagaw ni Abis. Stolen away by the Red Lions. Abis was able to track it down back for the Altas. Ferreras fires again. Yes! Para sa tres! Another 3-second triple for Carlo Ferreras.
I was gonna point out that the Perpetual ALTAs fell in love too much with their outside shots. Pero this time, it is worth it kasi their shots are connecting now. So we can see talaga na ito talaga yung ginawa nilang extra work. They've worked on this kaya it is paying off right now in this game.
You know, Coach Mike Sagigit was also impressed, although that loss against the Knights last Tuesday. That's why he placed si Ferreras in the starting lineup. Kwekute the drive, but a miss. Back the other way. The Altas are running. Here's Razon again. The kick out. Cross court to Ferreras. Another 3 by Carlo. That time a miss from Ferreras. 2 of 4 from beyond the arc today. Here's Razon. Abis is asking for it. He feels he has that mismatch against Kwekute. Mapupunta sa Red Lions. A frenetic pace to start this quarter.
Mukhang nahirapan na that part. Andrada and Mopia, their tallest big men on the board.
Kwekute's 3 long rebound goes to Hopia, no look. Pero naagaw ni Ferreira, sabi ni Andrada, teka lang, huwag ka pumasa ng gano'n. Egan drives, Egan converts.
Ayan, we know San Beda as a team that likes to set up. They like to take things slow, pero sumasabay sila sa energy ng Perpetual. So they need to make some adjustment right now sa kanilang offense.
5-point lead for Perpetual. Halfway point, good ball movement. That is the San Beda way of play that Coach Yuri wants to see more of, that extra passing. The Altas still up 3, 10-7.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Friends and foes, our featured matchup in this game. JB Bayo and John Abis. Let's take a look at this very intriguing. This is a matchup between two all-star big men who represented the Saints last Saturday. And Bayo put up 6 points and grabbed 10 rebounds. Abis, he contributed 4 points, 6 boards, 3 assists in that first, as we take a look at the numbers here. Yun yung all-star game na nangyari nga saan nanalo yung Heroes 98-95. And you were here, you covered that game.
Ito yung matchup na ngayon, big men kasi usually you got used to mga guards.
Tama.
But now these big men, so we can see how much the game has been evolving. And we can also see yung aggressiveness of these both big men. So I can't wait to see how they play out later in our game.
Kuntapay, the birthday boy, is now in. Hindi si Kuntapay yun. Hindi kinuna ni direct si Kuntapay. Makikita natin si Kuntapay. He's now in the game along with Andrada. Here's another 3 from Ferreras. Pero malamig na si Ferreras.
But still, you gotta love the confidence of Ferreira still trying to make those shots because I feel that he knows that these shots will go in. So it's good that his teammates are still looking for him at this point.
Hinihingi ni Omega. Lalabas nila kay Razon. Off to Egan. Back to Jello. Asking for a screen from Omega. Oh, Razon was trapped by 2 Red Lions. He apologizes right away to Coach Mike Sagigit on the bench.
Yeah, Beda has to be thankful for that turnover because if you've noticed, Omega rolled to the basket. Ang laking space doon. So buti hindi nabigay sa kanya. But that's a good look if ever that turnover didn't happen. To give and dump it to the post. Kasi Omega is also a threat in the painted area.
Alfaro. Gets Omega on a switch. Free for a jumper. Wala. Razon with a board. And he's off to the races. Ferreira, stop and pop. This is what he does best. He just keeps on shooting from beyond the arc. Egan drives baseline. One-hander is good para kay Jeff Egan.
This is what I like also about the Perpetual ALTAs is that they have good mid-range games. So if you get beat on that screen or on that drive, you have to help early so they don't make those mid-range shots.
Kwekute, back up top to Alfaro. Inot, fire corner 3. Wala. Offensive board. Tracked down by Andrada. Inot, take 2 for 3. No. Kwekute was skying high for the board. Last touch by Egan. Possession will stay with San Beda.
Gotta love the aggressiveness of James and well-deserved rest there. And I'm surprised that San Beda right now are taking early shots beyond the arc when they know they are also a threat in the paint. So hopefully we can see that adjustment later when more of their players cut to the basket, screen and roll. But we never know. This might be the game plan of coach. But tingnan na lang natin kung ano mangyari after this inbound.
We saw now we're looking at 2 head coaches earlier. We saw Mike Sagigit, now Coach Yuri Escueta in his first year, of course, a former San Beda Red Cub. With that anxious look. Well, I can tell that he's not pretty happy with how things are going so far. San Beda down 5 with 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Egan up top, binabantayan ni Jacob Cortez. Ferreras. Goes to Omega. Hinihingi. Pull-up jumper para kay Cyrus Nidura. Good-looking jab step. Triple threat. Knocks down the 2. Now, Perpetual up 7 with 2:47 remaining in the first.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know. Here's what you need to know.
Watch Need to Know, available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
Sabado ngayon, pero bumiyahe pa ang ating mga estudyante mula pa sa Las Piñas. Of course, the Perpetual Health students supporting the Altas. And why not? Take a look at this one-hander mula kay Jeff Egan. And then, ito ang si Cyrus Nidura with a jab step. Good-looking jumper from the left-hander puts the Altas now with their biggest lead by 7 with 2:41 to go. San Beda, no field goals made in the last 2 minutes and 36 and counting. They needed to buy a basket badly. Eno thought about the 3. Shot clock down to 4. They go to Cometa, still in and out. No field goal still for the Red Lions. Almost 3 minutes. Eno again from 3. Finally, yes, para sa 3.
This could be the game plan of Perpetual ALTAs by making them shoot outside because they know they are struggling. Pero yun nga lang, if you give them too much of that second chance points, if they get the rebound, most likely papasok yan kasi they're able to heat up. So they need to start adjusting right now.
Also, good stop sa kabilang side. They were able to stop Nidura with that basket. That was a good defensive stop para sa Red Lions. Foul call. Let's take a look here at Enot's 3. They needed that because, as I mentioned, Andre, bago ng tirang yun, they couldn't buy a field goal in the last 3 minutes.
And if this continues throughout, they need to adjust by like this, attacking to the basket, going to their mid-range game, or getting inside the paint because that's where they are more a threat and more aggressive in. Ito, Andre, I also want to point out, dito sa Perpetual ALTAs, yes, we've seen them fall in love too much with their outside shots the past game. It's not connecting, pero now it is connecting. So I guess the reason why they've been, putting up so much shots is alam nila masushoot yan, but yun nga lang the last game, it wasn't, going their way. Pero ngayon, we can see the hard work and I guess yung extra work ginagawa nila. Kaya pumapasok na kagad ng mga mid-range shots nila.
Here's Netura. Earlier, he did hit that jumper coming off the bench. At inupo muna si Carlo Ferreras. By the way, this is the first time that Ferreras started here in season 98. Because as I said, Coach Mike wanted to test things out. And Ferreras did not disappoint, knocking down 2 threes early on in the first quarter. We're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's been all Perpetual help so far. Let's see if San Beda, with the offense we're seeing, Andre, if they can get the rhythm and momentum going.
Looks like Perpetual's giving them a 2-3 zone. That's why they're having a difficult time attacking the basket. But at this point, we see a good attack. But I do have a feeling they want them to shoot more outside.
Yeah.
But they can't forget that San Beda, they have good attackers. So tingnan natin na lang kung makaka-adjust dito ang San Beda sa 2-3 zone defense ng Perpetual ALTAS.
Cyrus Netura heads back to the bench. Peter Pan, there he is. One of my favorite players to watch. Para sa Altas, I shouldn't be saying that. Can't be biased, but he's just really fun to watch. And si Peter Pan Bartuma.
I do agree with you with Bartuma. Grabe, he may be the smallest player in the court, but his aggressiveness and shiftiness on offense, nahihirapan talaga ang defense. Lalo na when you want to help or do a double team, wala na. By the time you help, he's by the basket already.
Mahilig kasi ako sa mga ganun, yung mga undersized guards,
Yes.
yung mga malilit na point guard. Pero grabe yung hustle, grabe yung energy. I just love those feisty and fiery point guards. Egan front irons that jumper back to the Red Lions under a minute to play. They're down 4. Nice spin by Bayo, the kick out. And then cross-court to the bench by Kuntapay. Coach Yuri not happy with that sequence.
Looking at the brighter side for Bayo, what a way to attack. Could have, made that easy basket, but I guess got bothered by the defense. But also a good look to look for that open man on the kick out. But hopefully, sa next play, he attacks it and goes strong to the basket.
Razon is back on the floor. It's Bartuma and Razon. Nice bounce pass inside to Martel. And that was a good play ran by the Altas.
Yes, Martel is known for not wasting any movements. Puts the ball up once, give it to him. So for San Beda, you need to do an early work. You need to make sure that he does not get the ball inside the paint.
Look at the Red Lions. Oh, Bayo. Nice spin. That was a good move. Going to the other side para kay JB Bayo.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the adjustment you need.
Shot clock is dead. 4 seconds on the game clock. Here's Razon to end the first. Sayang, that could have been another highlight. They're asking for a foul on the forearm. Sabi ni Razon, he was stabbed on his right forearm. Officials didn't see it. At the end of the first 10 minutes of play, lamang po ang Perpetual Altas, mga kapuso, 16-12 against the San Beda Red Lions second quarter. Sa aming pagbabalik, dito lamang sa inyong NCAA Season 98 live on GTV.
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes
po! Wow, tumama ako, yay!
Bye.
Igan, grabe ka!
Congratulations on your new program!
Ate V!
Back on the air live on GTV. Also, greeting everybody. Marami pong salamat sa inyong pagtutok. Mga kapuso, worldwide, saan man kayo sa buong mundo. Marami pong salamat via GMA Pinoy TV, GMA News TV International, and also we're streaming on gmanetwork.com, the NCAA Philippines page on YouTube. And by the way, please like the NCAA Philippines page on Facebook. We do have FB Live, and you can follow the NCAA Philippines and GMA Sports pages on Twitter for updates on the NCAA on its 98th season. Magandang tanghali po. Sana'y kayo'y nanananghalian at nakikita natin.
Guwapo ah! Sino yun? Who's that? Ay, ba't na bad trip? Okay guys, if you can't see, parang may na bad trip dito ah.
Hindi, I was again greeting our mga kapuso. Again, magandang hapon po, thank you. Ating floor director, sinisira yung rhythm natin eh. Nandyan yung ating kasama na si Martin Antonio, Coach Hammer. But again, I was greeting all our viewers right now.
Doesn't go that way. Bayo! What a rebound! Looking at the brighter side of things again, Cortez. What a way to be aggressive at that point. Bayo staying aggressive with the rebound. That's what he is known for. I won't be surprised if he does get a double digit in today's game. Pero yun nga lang, kailangan maging contagious ang kanilang energy for this game.
55 seconds gone by here in the second quarter. Perpetual still up by 4, 16 to 12. Marami pong salamat ulit mga kapuso, Andre and Andre on a Saturday. First game pa lamang natin ito ngayong Sabado. Mamaya it will be Mapua against EAC, two teams at the bottom of the team standings. That will be a good one. Andre, of course, Mapua was expected a lot by analysts before the season even started. They would be one of the contenders, but due to breaks here in this season, daming nangyari sa kanila. They're now at second to the last with just 2 wins and 9 losses. Let's head on again courtside to Perpetual side with this update from Fatima Reyes.
Noong unang nagtapat nga ang Perpetual ALTAs at San Beda Red Lions, may isang player nga rin na nagpasiklab at ito ay si JP Boral. Alam nyo ba na naging routine daw ni JP na kapag talo sila ay dumiretso sa court para makapag-extra dahil alam naman daw niya ang mga kulang at lapses niya dahil iniiwasan niya niyang maulit ito sa mga susunod nilang laro. Sa hadal naman ni Coach Mike sa gigit, nabanggit niya na maganda raw ang nagiging execution nila kapag hindi sila nagmamadali. Huling paalala nga ni Coach Mike na don't take unnecessary outside shots. Yan muna sa kapunan ng ALTAS, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Fatima. So far, so good for Perpetual Help. Doing a great job on both sides, Andre. And maganda nga na napansin mo, they're sticking to that 2-3 zone.
Exactly.
Wanting the Red Lions, opting for them to take outside shots.
And the thing is, even if they don't make those shots from San Beda, they are still aggressive in trying to get that second chance points by rebounding. Kaya Perpetual may be doing well on defense, but they still need to hustle a little bit more in locating their man to backs out and get that ball.
Cortez, he introduced himself last season. Now he's got a full season tucked under his belt here, but a lot is expected mula dito kay Jacob Cortez. Because as I said, he was impressive this rookie year in season 97. 16-14, naibaba ng San Beda ang kalamangan ng Perpetual sa dalawa. Razon looking for a teammate. So nice drive, but good stop by Baguio there. Back the other way. Extra pass. Cortez fires a corner 3. Wala. Bakuma. And Razon running. Kwekute and the Red Lions was able to settle and set their defense. Here's a 3 for the ALTAS. Still, medyo nanlamig from beyond the arc of Perpetual dito.
This is what we're talking about. They can't fall in love too much with their outside shots. If it's not connecting, they need to dump the ball in the post if possible.
Good steal for San Beda. Contapay wanting to go kay Kwekute. Cortez. Sabi ng San Beda, teka lang, ikot natin yung bola. Here's a corner 3. Yes! Para sa 3. Para kay birthday boy, Dami Contapay.
If you're Perpetual ALTAS, do you do an adjustment right now if your 2-3 zones not working because their shots are connecting at this point?
And now San Beda takes the lead. to San Beda side and listen to this update from Chloe Carrillo.
Gentlemen, paalala nga ni Head Coach Yuri Escueta that the Red Lions need to play with a sense of urgency, pero malayo nga ang naging start nila kumpara sa unang tapatan nila with the Altas. He wants the players to simplify their offense and create opportunities by maximizing their time and creating plays, maging mindful sa turnovers at dagdagan ng pressure on defense dahil nga must win ang bawat laro. Tingnan natin kung magagawa ng Red Lions sa mga adjustments na to close out the first half at a better place. Batid muna sa inyo.
Salamat sa iyo, Chloe. We're 7 minutes away from halftime here as we take a look at the Red Lions down in the driver's seat, up 1. This is the first time that they have a lead in this game. It's been all Perpetual, especially in the first quarter. Abis secures that rebound and the possession back para sa Perpetual. Matakbo si Razon. Bibigay kay Barkuma. Nakahanap ng opening and Barkuma goes all the way. There's Peter Pan and look at the energy from Peter Pan Barkuma.
And I can see why he is your favorite. Well, let me say, also my favorite point guard right now. Grabe yung aggressiveness niya.
Diba?
The way he sees the floor, kahit palapit ng defender, aatake na yan.
Buong loob nitong bata. And here we go again. The Altas are running. Off to Ferreras who drives, gets fouled. He will head to the line for 2. Now Coach Yuri not happy with the past few plays where the Red Lions giving the Altas chances to run. There's that 3 mula kay Dami Kuntapay. Here's that drive and ready for takeoff. Si Peter Pan Barkuma and look at him go.
Speaking of players who need to step up, here's one. Peter Pan Barkuma stepping up, giving that much needed energy for Perpetual Altas.
Especially sa pagkawala nga ni Kim Aurin, who is their leading scorer. His second game not playing back-to-back, I mean, because there was also a game that he did not play. I believe that was against San Sebastian in the first round. So he did not play. Well, here's the second round, their first game against Letran, and today due to a violation of team rules. So, sabi ko nga, stepping up, Barkuma is stepping up, Ferreras is stepping up.
And we have yet to see the other players like Boral and Omega to contribute, but it's just the first half. So we will see kung ano man ang magiging contributions nila later on in this game.
Ferreras started this game, his first start in season 98. Here's Razon, the jumper by Jello Razon. And that is Jello Razon's first field goal made after missing his first 4 shots, and now Perpetual ahead by 5, 21 to 17. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Our COVID...
Here's Jello Razon's first basket made in this game. He was 0 of 4 to start. But what a time to come para sa Perpetual help as we approach halftime. And Kay Eliseo will be performing at center court, mga kapuso. Abangan niyo po yan, Kay Eliseo. She is a alumna of The Clash. He will be performing along with a PhD dancers later on. Meanwhile, big basket para dito sa San Beda. They needed that basket. Talagang, San Beda trying to bleed for their points, looking for ways to answer Perpetual help because so far Perpetual's been really good at moving the basketball. Here's Ferreras again for 3, almost but not quite.
Gotta love the energy of Ferreras as well. Even if he was closed out, he will still take that shot because alam naman natin, ang laki ng confidence niya at binibigay ng coach sa kanya. And I think he's trying to prove a point that mali natin, next game, he'll be starting once again for the Perpetual Altas.
that basket earlier from the Red Lions came from James Payosing. Now here's John Abbas. That's easy money. Matik yan para kay Abbas.
This is what I've been trying to point out and say that these guys are very talented in they're good shooters, especially the mid-range. So what you need to do is just close out early. You can't just let them take those shots and wish they miss. Pero yun lang, automatic yan sa mid-range.
Mega blocked that shot. It's called for a foul.
Ito na nga sinasabi ko earlier, Andre. Now, players that need to step up. Yes, offensively, there's Barakuma. Pero dito naman sa Omega, we can feel his presence already. Using his size and length to block that shot.
James Payosing only played 3 games before this one. Total of 16 minutes in those 3 games combined. So an average of 5 minutes and 28 seconds so far. And talaga naghanap din si Coach Yuri Escueta ng kumaga, let's see, he's experimenting, using players, also giving them confidence.
Exactly, and digging from the bench. And this is also a good sign to see. This is nothing negative. Kasi we all know, kung sino man ipasok ni Coach, they're always ready. So I'm sure mabubulaga rin ang Perpetual ALTAs because, you know, meron niyang scouting. So let's see yung kanilang adjustment dito.
Missed the handoff to Bartuma. He was trapped. Cross-court Ferreras all day to shoot. He's been firing threes, but so far black. But there's Ferreras. He goes closer and he hits a basket that's not a 3.
Like again, I'm saying the mid-range game is a threat for the Perpetual ALTAs. You need to put a body on someone and grab that ball.
Ayosing tries a 3. Lumabas.
We can already see that. Parang baliktad. San Beda naman's falling in love with the outside shot. So hopefully,
I was about to say,
they need to do some more adjustments.
And how about our favorite, Nabastila pa? Woo! That's why he's one of our favorites. Peter Pan Barkuma with the antics after every time he hits a shot.
I can feel his energy, but what more his teammates on the court right now?
A good defense that forces San Beda to a turnover. We'll see that play. Let's take a look again. Here's Barkuma surveying. He sees an opening. Up! And then that one-hander. And then after, look at that. Tongue out. Para kay Peter Pan Barkuma looking at his bench.
Gotta love the heart of this kid.
And look at him. He's back to the Perpetual bench. High fives all around para kay Peter Pan Barkuma. Parang hindi pa pagod eh. Parang gusto pa bumalik sa court eh.
Baka trying to save his energy, pero kaya pa yan eh. He has not like, how do I say this? He has not unleashed his full potential in this game yet.
Parang gigil pa siya ulit
exactly.
eh.
I know, he's still standing up, walking around, looking for a ball maybe to dribble at the side.
Hindi mapakali.
Ready pa yan, I promise you.
Thank you, Direct Roll. There's Peter Pan Barkuma. Now, how about that move? Wala kay Razon na mintis nga lang. Omega tried to put it back. Still to no avail. Under 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Kwekute back to him. 2-man game with him and Andrada. Outside shot. Bang! 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 For James Kwekute, and Kwekute needed that 3.
Perpetual ALTAs sticking with the man, but this is what I mean. When James Kwekute gets that ball, even if your hands are up, he makes tough shots look so easy.
Samantala, Omega bodying up, and a foul drawn there. Look at this. After that switch, it was Omega in no man's land against Kwekute. Kwekute said, you want to guard me from out here? How about pull up from beyond the arc?
I'm sure you've heard of the term hand down, man down.
Yes,
ito
sir.
kasi Omega, nakababayin ko ma. You can't just give James Kwekute space. Kahit sabi mo na sa logo yan, don't give him space because he has that green light and the confidence to make those shots. And looking at the brighter side of things again, Omega tried to make up for that in the offensive play. Yun nga lang na-foul siya, but let's see if he makes his free throws.
At yun ang first basket din ni James Kwekute after missing also his first 4 shots prior to that one. Similar to Jello Razon earlier, who was 0-4 before hitting a crucial jumper here in the second quarter. Inot looking for Kwekute. They want to get their main man going here. Corner 3. Mintez, Inot tried to save it. He does. Second try, hinihingi ni Kwekute. Same spot. Different result. But how about Yuki Andrada being at the right place at the right time with that basket Timeout called by Coach Mike Sagigit. Alta still up 2. Here's Kwekute. Earlier hit that 3. Napunta dito kay Andrada. Right place, right time. With that put back, we'll be back. Perpetual still up by 2.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing me.
There she is, the Clash alumna, Kay Eliseo. Abangan nyo po mga kapuso, magpa-perform siya at the half. And we are 2 minutes and 59 seconds away from that performance, plus halftime analysis, stats, and our cheerleaders as well from both schools. Here's Ferreras, keeps on firing. Carla Ferreras, after knocking down 2 triples in the first quarter, he's gone cold. Oh, nice look. Underneath the basket. Plus the foul para kay Patrick Omega.
Ito nang sinasabi natin, Andre, a player that is stepping up. After Marcuma, we have Omega. Look at that, no wasted movement, didn't need to dribble, puts the ball up. What an aggressive way to get to the basket. And is rewarded with another free throw.
Omega. And completes the 3-point play.
Ito, Andre, as a player, when you get that 3-point play, that just gives you more confidence.
Oh, yeah.
And give your energy. So I won't be surprised if Omega starts attacking the basket more because he knows he has that good touch already in the free throw.
Inot, the up fake, goes closer, the drop pass. And a foul.
Ito, Andre, I just want to point out sa Perpetual ALTAs, they need to remember they are also tall, they are also lengthy. So there's no need for them to reach for the ball pag nasa baba. All they need to do is put their hands up kasi hindi naman tatawagan ng foul yan. Yun ang lucky break for Perpetual, missing the first free throw from San Beda.
Alex Becerra now in the game. He missed both free throws.
Kayo nang hahabol, Andre. Right now, every point counts, especially the free throw.
5-point lead para sa Perpetual. So we approach our 2-minute mark here in the first half. Oh, bad pass intended para kay Ferreras. Tumatakbo ang Red Lions. Inside they want to go to Becerra. The kick out. Kwekute! That's really no-go.
If I'm San Beda, they need to start attacking the basket because they know they can do well in the paint. So, importante talaga umatake ng basket.
Razon. On to go to Omega. Natapik ni Becerra. Lian Martel comes in. Abis heads back to the bench.
And I like what I'm seeing here, Andre. They're starting the offense with Omega like what they used to do in the last round. Kaya nga Omega, once they give him the ball, he sees the floor. So just look at the cutters he can see and give the ball to.
Good extra pass. And that 3 mula kay Egan is the top of the backboard. Possession back to the Red Lions. Baguio is also back in. Becerra comes out. Take a look at San Beda now executing their offense. Here's Kwekute. Baseline. And a foul. Offensive foul. Charged on James Kwekute.
Perpetual ALTAs seems that they have scouted James Kwekute very well because they know if he can get that shot, he will attack. Okay, what a great way to be in front of him and go for that charge.
A minute and 15 remaining in the first half. Perpetual still ahead by 5. Oh! What a move!
Oh!
What a move! Highlight! Para kay Patrick Omega, looking like Hakeem Olajuwon on that play.
What is it gonna be? Is it Jelly Razon's jelly layup or the trick shot by Omega?
Well, dapat yung kay Jello Razon kasi sabi ko, pag nag-number 1 play yun, aalis na ako.
Ano, tapat na kita. Sige, pag hindi ito naging number 1 play, ako yung aalis.
Ay,
Tayo.
Hindi kita papalisin.
We're on the same. I got you, my man.
Thank you, Brother Andre. Oh, nice spin. And look at the bigs of the Altas showing off their spin moves. This is now the Altas' biggest lead today. 35-26, a 9-point margin now.
Ito masasabi natin kanina, Andre, players that need to step up. Ito na, nagdagdag dyan si Martel and Omega.
Points now for Yukien Andrada. Leads San Beda in scoring. Shot clock is dead. Razon has it. 3 to go. Fires the 3. That would have been big. That would have been also a highlight as well and a play of the week. But what a first half. Let's take a look at that dream shake. Whoop, woo, by Patrick Omega. Losing his defender, and then the spinaroo by Leon Martel, the bigs, with back-to-back highlight plays to end the first half. The Altas with their biggest lead to end the first 2 quarters, 35-28. It went up to as much as 9. We'll be right back with the halftime stats, analysis, plus performance from Kay Eliseo, and a lot more coming your way. Tumutok lamang dito sa GTV para sa inyong NCAA Season 98. We'll be right back.
Mga kapuso, oras na naman para balikan ang mga maaksyong kaganapan nitong nakaraang linggo sa NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball. Noong Biyernes, tinalo ng San Sebastian ang EAC 78-61. Nanguna para sa Golden Stags si Alex De Soyo na gumawa ng 11 puntos.
De Soyo drains the 3-point shot.
Sa Sabado naman, ginanap ang ikalawang GMA NCAA All-Star Game kung saan nagtagumpay ang Heroes kontra sa Saints 98-95. Hinirang bilang MVP ang EAC power forward na si Nat Cosejo na gumawa ng game-high 16 points. Si Rahil Birria naman ang nakakuha ng Celebrity MVP trophy dahil sa kanyang 12 puntos sa loob lamang ng 9 na minuto.
Here's the love. Birria underneath again.
Look at the way he positions himself. Di natatakot.
Nagsimula naman ang second round nung linggo, and it was a day of upsets. Mapua defeated LPU 62-59, while EAC finally earned its first victory of the tournament by defeating no less than the league-leading Benil Blazers 80-75. Nat Cosejo continued to have a weekend to remember as he fired in 24 points for the Generals.
How about this guy? Nat Cosejo. Yung push shot na yan. Gumagana para kay Nat.
On Tuesday, the three-peat-seeking Letran Knights demolished the Perpetual ALTAs 74-59 behind the combined 26 points of Brent Paraiso and Louis Sangalang.
For a foul play, Rousseau's Franyu to Louis, and Sangalang converts. Brent Paraiso was aggressive right from the get-go.
At nung Miyerkules naman, dinomina ng Benil Blazers ang Mapua Cardinals 85-72 sa pangunguna ni Will Gozum na gumawa ng career-high 25 points.
Gozum wants it underneath. Gozum gets it. Will Gozum with a big-time basket.
Pinatumba naman ng LPU ang EAC 79-73 sa sumunod na laro. Bumida para sa mga pirata si Maclod Guadagna na nagbigay ng 19 na puntos para makuha ang kanilang ika-8 panalo sa torneo.
They swing it to the left side. Guadagna for 3. And Guadagna drops it in.
Ayan po mga kapuso, tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo sapagkat nagsimula na ang aksyon sa second round. Let's do this again next week, but until then, always remember, achieve greatness every day.
The GMA NCAA All-Star Basketball Game is back! At binagbibidahan ito ng NCAA Season 98 standouts, kapuso artists at Philippine basketball legends.
Yun pa rin. Nakita mo yung no-look pass na yun. Papunta kay Renz Noco.
Pero bago nagsimula ang game nitong Sabado, October 15, ay kinulit muna natin sila.
Mga puso, samahan niyo ako. Nandito ako sa dugout ng Team Saints. Tanong natin kung paano sila nag-prepare for today. Louis Sanggalang of Team Saints. Louis, anong pakiramdam coming to this game? Siyempre, iba naman yung treatment natin dito. Pati mga artista kalaban natin. Anong pakiramdam?
Siyempre, excited po kasi kasama nga po, may mga celebrity, may mga PBA legends. Kaya excited po.
Excited ka sa lagay na yan?
Oo.
Ano message mo sa kalaban?
Good luck.
Para kanina yung laro na to?
Siyempre sa Team Saints.
Mga kapuso, Team Saints. Para sa akin pala, uy, wag ganun. Talkers, anong treatment natin sa laro na to?
Basta pag libre, tira. Ganun.
Grabe yung kumpiyansa ni Kers. Sir, ano po yung mindset natin coming into this game? Given na last year MVP kayo.
Yun nga, siguro just enjoy the game. Not really pressured to win another MVP. Sabaga today is more for the fans and for them to see a very unique game between mga Kapuso stars, NCAA players, and PBA legends.
Ano po yung expectations natin na pag kayo naman yun nasa loob?
Well, sana magkasabay ko rin yung mga legends sa kabila para hindi kami baka masyado kaming mabilis para sa kanila eh. Dahan-dahan lang kami.
Paano po kayo nag-prepare sa laro natin?
Actually, nag-ensayo kami nila Willie. Naglaro pa kami para dito sa All-Star na to eh.
Ano po yung expectations natin sa laro na to?
Lalakas ako po yung palakpak ko ngayon para sa mga matutuli natin mga bata.
So ano naman po yung naging preparation nyo?
Kumain ako ng 2 rice ngayon para medyo... Hindi, ano lang, syempre.
Naglaro tayo dahil sinabi ko naglaro tayo para dito eh.
Saka mo na. Naglaro pala kami. Mali. Kumain ako kanin kanina pero naglaro kami na maayos. Preparasyon talaga. Tatakbo ko eh. Palo ko kasi mag-hesitation tapos medyo yung speed ko, tinulin ako na onte.
Mga puso, dito tayo sa dugout ng Team Heroes. Samahan niyo ako. From Team Heroes, anong pakiramdam natin sa laro na to?
Alam mo, excited ako eh. Kasi first time ko maglalaro sa ganitong court. Lagi ako sanay sa may amin lang, tapos walang bubong.
Ilang points yung ida-drop mo?
Teka. Mga 2.
Mga puso, si Kokoy.
Maswerte na yung 2.
Ano pong pakiramdam coming into this game?
Well, siyempre, lagi naman kinakabahan pero super excited kasi hopefully, siyempre, manalo kami.
Ano po yung expectations natin sa laro?
Ako, para sana malabas ko yung... Kung may 100% ako, sana malabas ko. But ano lang, enjoy the game, have fun.
So, anong expectations natin sa laro na to?
Expect ko na magiging masaya kasi may mga artista, may mga legends, tapos kasama ko na yung mga players. So magiging masaya at competitive to.
Expect ko na sa score ng 40 points si Doromal kasi grabe talaga.
Ikaw? Expect nila triple-double si Enzo. Triple-double.
So ano naman yung treatment nyo sa laro na to? Siyempre, dito elims, dito semis, all-star game to na yun.
Mga kapuso, oras na naman para balikan ang mga maaksyong kaganapan nitong nakaraang linggo sa NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball. Noong Biyernes, tinalo ng San Sebastian ng EAC 78-61. Nanguna para sa Golden Stags
after that performance from the Pep squad for both teams, as well as kay Eliseo, of course, Clash alumna. Here's the score at the half. The Perpetual ALTAs up by 7, 35-28 against the San Beda Red Lions. San Beda playing the first game here in the second round. They did end the first round in 9 games, 6 wins and 3 losses. Let's take a look at the numbers here. Andre Felix and Andre Paras. It's an Andre and Andre tandem on a Saturday. And we are looking at the numbers, Dre. At nakita natin, walang pinanalo na quarter so far itong San Beda.
Very surprising, and the top scorer for San Beda right now is Andrada. Very thankful for his aggressiveness. And look at here, Andre, sa ating halftime statistics. Look at the turnovers of San Beda. They have 9 turnovers, knowing them as a team that knows how to control the pace of the game, knows how to control the ball. Pero ngayon, nahihirapan na sila. Baka lang, or it looks like nahihirapan sila sa depensa na binibigay ng Perpetual ALTAs.
Well, ito nga, field goal situation. Perpetual shooting way better percent here. 38% to be exact. 15 out of 40 from the field. San Beda is 10 of 38. Shooting 26% here in this game. So take a look at some highlights of plays in the first 2 quarters. Here's Payosing knocking down that 3. Sparingly used by Coach Yuri, but he's going to need all the help that he can get. Even Dami Kuntapay knocking down the 3. In the season, Perpetual help shoots 40% as a team. I'll make that San Beda shoots 40% as a team, especially in that first round. Samantala, 32% naman ang average from the field ng Perpetual help. So kita mo talaga yung pinagkaibahan here in this particular game. As you take a look at the leading scorers, you did mention Yukien Andrada leads the way, and no surprises here because no James Kwekute.
Exactly.
And samantala para naman sa Altas, Carlo Ferreras, his first start in season 98, knocking down 3 threes. 9 points for him. Mark Omega with 6. Jeff Egan with 4. And itong nakikita nga natin with Andrada, Payosing, and Kuntapay, walang Bayo, walang Kwekute. So, you know, if you're Coach Yuri Escueta, you have to be concerned as we take a look at our big man matchup. Bayo versus Abis.
They're not really producing much on the offensive part of the game, but you gotta give credit sa kanilang rebounds. The way they hustle, the way they go for the ball, pantay ang kanilang energy. Kaya it's still an exciting matchup to watch out for. And going back sa ating mga leading scorers, napansinin natin, Andre, yung sinasabi natin yung mga nag-step up sa ating laro. These are surprising players that we've seen dito sa ating leaderboards. And it's good for them that they're getting their minutes and they're getting their touches earlier on in the game.
Good that you pointed that out. And second half now begins. Third quarter underway. Possession for the Altas. Egan steps back for the 3. Misses. Battle for the loose ball between Andrada and Abis. Possession arrow pointing to San Beda's side.
You can see Egan apologizing to coach. I think he gotta love the confidence. So yes, I do agree that's an early shot to start the half, but you gotta love the confidence pa rin of Egan.
Kasi parang ilang seconds pa lang na nawala sa shot clock, tinira na kagad ni Egan.
He felt that, oh, Ferreras energy, let me try some of that.
Bakit Coach Ferreras? Okay lang, tira na. Here's Kwekate for 3. No. Oh, kuha ni Egan ang rebound. Egan looking ahead. Gives it over to Razon. Razon looking for some movement from his teammates. Egan pops out, gets the ball. Egan, up fake. Egan puts it up. No. Offensive board by Omega. Second try for Perpetual help. Fresh 14. Oh, Abis the bounce pass to Razon. Razon, that jumper from the side. And guess who's there? John Abis with a putback. Let's go back to Perpetual side and listen to this update from the from Fatima Reyes.
Andre at Andre, masayang Perpetual ALTAs nga ang pumasok sa dugout during our halftime break. Pero sinalubong sila ni Coach Mike sa gigit na, guys, we have no room for celebration yet. Itinama nga ni Coach Mike lahat ng nakikita niyang mali sa bawat players, pero binigyang tiin niya ang posisyon ni John Abes na pwedeng-pwede daw umatake at pumuntos. Madiin daw ang San Beda Red Lions sa third quarter, kaya wag daw nilang madaliin ang larong ito. Bago lumabas ng dugout, huling sigaw ni Coach Mike, we're doing good. Whatever happens, walang iwanan at walang sisihan. Paniguradong magpapasiklab pa ang mga Altas at yan ang tunghayan pa natin. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat ulit, Fatima, for that great report. Tama, walang bibitaw. I like that energy. Naramdaman ko yung energy, although we weren't there at the dugout ng Perpetual Help, but you could feel Coach Mike has to be happy the way the Altas ended that first half. Although he is correct in saying, di pa tapos, wag muna tayo mag-celebrate, may 2 quarters pa, pwede bang bumalik at umarangkada itong mga Leon ng San Beda.
And speaking of energy, Andre, ito na nga si Mark Omega making his presence felt right now dito sa second half. What a way to attack the basket and what a way to get that foul. And he knows, alam niya, shooter siya, so what a way to be confident also on the free throw line.
And now this is Perpetual's biggest lead in double figures at 11, 39 to 28. Almost 2 minutes elapsing here in the third quarter. San Beda nowhere to go. They are in this array. A three. Woo! Down it goes. Para kay Sanchez, finally.
We can already feel the energy of Sanchez. So hopefully, maging contagious siya dito sa ating laro. And we can see it playing out right now sa kanilang defense of how aggressive they are.
We did talk about Justin Sanchez earlier. He was scoreless in the first 2 quarters. 4 minutes of action in the first half. Here's Cortez, swatted away ni Mark Omega.
Good defense, but of course, when I look at the brighter side of things nga ulit, what a way to attack on the part of Cortez. Not afraid, knowing that siguro hindi man flawless yung kanilang offense. He's trying to adjust, and that's what you want to see if you're San Beda. Adjustments by your players without the needing of a timeout.
Oh, but a miscue between Kwekute and Jacob Cortez. Those are the plays that you have to be furious about if you're a coach. If you're Coach Yuri, you can't make mistakes like those.
Yes, and you can't be worrying anymore in the game. You have to have that mentality that you know what you're doing. It looks like that they are still communicating, pero yun na lang, lack na lang of communication ang meron ng San Beda right now. So hopefully, makabawi sila, and let's see that.
8-point lead for the Altas. Razon. No time to shoot. That shot will not count. It was waved off by our official, Razon, pleading his case, saying I was able to let that ball fly in time. But no, we saw that the red lights already came on. We heard the buzzer. Sayang lang.
They were saved by the buzzer at that part, pero I do believe that San Beda can still close out faster, because that's very important right now, because Perpetual shots are all connecting.
Red Lions patient on their offense. Kwekute has to be aggressive here. Another turnover. The pass stolen away by a Perpetual Help player. Ferreras and Razon in the backcourt. Here's Razon. Off to Omega. Ferreras fires a corner 3 after knocking down triples in the first. Well, that wasn't check that. That wasn't Cardo Ferreras. Kwekute, meantime, hangs in the air. Here's Ferreras now with the basketball.
Kwekute looks like he's struggling right now from the field, but still gotta give it to him. He's doing his best to attack the basket.
No look in the middle to Abis, and a foul committed by Abis on Cortez. Now let's listen to San Beda's update courtesy of this report from Chloe Carrillo.
Gentlemen, na highlight nga ni Coach Yuri Escueta na hindi dapat mangyari na ang bawat player na nakasalang ay nagko-commit ng turnovers. Napansin niya din na nagmamadali ang kanyang players pagdating sa kanilang shots, kaya pinaalalahanan niya na maging mindful sila at ipasa sa teammates, create better opportunities for them. Tanong nga ni Coach Yuri sa dugout, sino ang gusto niyong makitang bumaba sa rankings? He's banking on the same sense of urgency to remind the Red Red Lions to clean up the little things and add hustle for their second half. Balik muna sa inyo.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Chloe. Cortez fires a three. Rebounded there by Andrada. They swing it over to the other side. Corner three. Yes, para sa tres. Para ay kumeta timeout. Si Coach Mike sa gigit na ibaba na ng San Beda ang kalamangan to 5 with 5:53 remaining in the third.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes
Wow, tumama ako, yay!
High five.
Igan, grabe ka!
Congratulations on your new program.
Ate V!
Oh. Sir Frank Gussie celebrated his birthday earlier this week. Member of the management committee from Perpetual Help. Good afternoon to you, sir. Check that three earlier from the Red Lions came not from, it was from Tony Inot. Meanwhile, attorney Jonas Cabochan from San Beda University also in attendance in our first game this Saturday between the Red Lions and the Altas. Inot knocking down his second triple in this game. He has a total of 6 in 11 minutes. And the lead for the Altas, that was once 11 points, now down to just 5. Kailangan nila mag-ingat. Andre, take care of this lead. Here's Ferreras firing away. And after knocking down those threes in the first half, has gone really cold from three-point range. Meanwhile, sa kabilang panig, JB Bayo converts. Bayo finally his second field goal.
And that is Bayo's strength inside the paint. So hopefully he recognizes this and attacks the basket more, because this is what San Beda needs right now.
Ferreras 2 of 10 na from beyond the arc today. Cortez will try his luck. And yes! Para sa tres! Para kay Jacob Cortez.
Speaking of players that need to step up, we have Jacob Cortez next in line dito sa San Beda Red Lions. So what a great shot for him to get the players going.
This is just our second deadlock in this game. We're knotted at 39 all. Let's take a look. That was a three-point attempt. Then Inot, here are the threes from the Red Lions. One from Sanchez, one from Inot. And then the drive by Bayo using his body to create some space. And then Jacob Cortez free for three. So the Red Lions on fire, coming out hot here in the third quarter, outscoring the Altas so far, 11-4. Martel's jumper is good.
Gotta love the shiftiness of Barcuma, the way he attacked the basket. And of course, yes, he may be the smallest man on the court. The way he sees the floor to get his man open.
Here's another three. That time, Mintis para kay Andrada. Back down, here's Razon. Ahead to Martel. Good pass from Razon to Leon Martel.
Looks like another miscommunication on the part of San Beda. They need to run the floor more because Perpetual ALTAs is kind of out-hustling them right now. Pero kaya naman yan. All they need is a little bit more adjustment.
Again, second time around, Mr. Frank Gussie. Gusto nilang batiin yata natin ulit. Belated happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday.
Take two. Pangalawang beses. Siyempre, kaibigan natin yan si Mr. Frank Gussie. And Peter Pan Barcuma, every time he gets to score, he celebrates as if it's a game-winning basket.
I can feel his energy from up here. Oh my goodness, the energy this kid brings out. Very contagious.
Let's take a look. Barcuma. Oh, the crossover, then the pass to Martel, who knocks down that jumper, then Razon ahead to Martel. Back-to-back baskets for the big man, and then Barkuma just putting on the jets. And look at him go, just loving the energy from this kid every time he converts and scores a basket, Andre.
That sudden burst of speed. After that one dribble kite crossover between the legs, he can attack the basket. I don't know if he's that fast or it's just a miscommunication at the part of the bigs because they're the last men on D. So they really need to close out more. Kumbaga, they have to do the early work, kumbaga tawagin. They need to make sure he does not get in the paint.
I think, Dre, pareho yun. This is sinabi mo both your points. Both, he's really that quick. He goes 0 to 100 and just like that. Plus, the defense, specifically the interior defense nitong San Beda, they have to do a better job in recovering, especially when Barkuma sees openings like that and attacks that interior defense of the Red Lions.
Yes, and as we can see, speaking of the bigs, we have Andrada and Bayo. These are basically the same, 6'4", 6'5". All they have to do is put their arms up, but yun nga lang, the speed of Barkuma is no match at this point.
Kwekute frustrated at the bench. James today just 1 of 10 from the field, 1 of 7 from three-point range. Just 3 points, 6 boards, 3 turnovers, a steal para kay James Kwekute. Inupo muna ni Coach Yuri Escueta. Our officials discussing some things. Now play will resume, and after that review, ball and possession will go back to Perpetual Help. Challenge successful.
Ito, Andre, if you are San Beda, you can't wait for James Kwekute to step up. We need other players to get going because it's very important to see that Perpetual ALTAs, not just 1, not just 2, but many of the other players are stepping up for them. So kailangan nila i-match yung energy nila.
Another great point from you there, Andres Razon fires a blank. Rebounded by Andrada and turnover. Papak si Inot din. As we take a look at the EAC Generals right behind the bench of Perpetual. Sorry, Dre. Yeah, possession back here to Perpetual. Ganoon naman talagang basketball eh. The team with the most possessions pretty much wins the game. What an acrobatic shot mula kay Barkuma. But second try again for the Altas. Here's Omega banging bodies. Still a miss. And look at Andrada saying, wait a minute. This is our ball, but a foul will be charged here on Lian Martel.
Gotta love that rebound of Andrada. It's just not any regular rebound. The way he hustled, his elbows are out, showing that, look, I am physical, I am aggressive as well, so watch out for me.
Yuri Escueta calls for time. The Altas still ahead, 45 to 39, 2:53 to go here in the third.
Looking for news and latest information?
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala o hindi humihingi na.
Watch GMA News and Public Affairs. Stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global affairs.
Mukhang hindi naman seryoso si Presidente na terminate yung MBFA.
Na wala tayong asahan sa Western Pharmaceuticals kasi nabili na yun eh.
That matter for every Filipino.
Oh. So good.
Gusto na lang.
Ito, Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio. Naka-line up na ba sa Mapua to? And Chloe Carrillo, nakikita din natin. And don't forget, the Mapua Cardinals will be in action later on against the EAC Generals. That game will follow after this one, but of course there will be game on. So abangan din nyo mga kapuso yan. Kasama si Martin Javier. And I believe Anton Rojas will also be joining, or will Coach Hammer also be joining later on sa game on. Malalaman natin, abangan nyo after this game. Bayo's jumper is good. They needed that.
Yep.
And Bayo also needed that.
That's what he does best. Inside the paint or mid-range.
Matik yan.
Hand down, man down.
Bila, Omega. Bring it out to Barkuma. Here's Barkuma using a screen. Barkuma fires a jumper. And the miss rebounded by the Red Lions. Cometa now back in the game. Handling the basketball. Cometa spots for three. No. Bayo the putback. And 3-second violations sinisignal ng ating isang referee, and then a holding foul naman sabi ng isa. Here's that jumper, that perimeter J. We know Bayo can knock down those mid-range.
Also, I want to point out, sayang hindi nakita. Bayo was able to seal Barkuma there at that point. Hindi na nakita yung mismatch. So hopefully nga, makita na lang ulit mamaya kung may mismatch ulit with Bayo and Barkuma.
Tapay!
Oy.
Another turnover. A miscue again. That will be turnover number 13.
Whoops, looks like going back.
Oh, sabi last touchdown ng Altas, so it's not a turnover for San Beda. Shot clock at 8. Jeff Egan comes back in. Tingnan nga natin. Here's that previous play. Inot, Cometa. Look at that ball movement. The ball, that's beauty.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, that's basketball beauty there. Cometa for 3. And if you're Coach Yuri, you'd have to be happy with that sequence, how the Red Lions just really moved the ball well.
And yeah, speaking of the ball movement of San Beda Red Lions, if that was a thing of beauty, what more if they continue that consistency? Kasi yun talaga ang bubuhay sa kanila.
The drive ni Jello Razon.
Was it a block? Let's see.
Coach Yuri Escueta pleading his case to the officials, saying his player just had his hands up, playing honest defense, but a foul nonetheless called on San Beda. As a result, Jello Razon at the line shooting 2 free throws. The first one he knocks down. 1:40 nalalabi sa ating third quarter. Razon knocks down both free throws. Razon now at 4 points, just a single field goal made in this game. Here's another 3! Yes! Para sa tres, para kay Peter Alfaro. And here come the Red Lions knocking down threes in the third quarter.
Miscommunication on the part of the defense of Perpetual did not close out the nearest man. Kaya Alfaro was able to knock down that 3.
So in the third quarter, 3-point field goals, 5 knocking down para sa San Beda.
Omega seems to be limping.
Oh yeah.
Not a good sign. Oh no.
Good thing you pointed that one out, Andre. You saw the big man, Patrick Omega, limping.
Hopefully we can see a replay. Wow, this is very unfortunate.
That's going to be a big development. Meanwhile, here's that 5th 3-point field goal made by the Red Lions here in the third quarter. There's Omega just really having trouble getting back on defense. That's Tapay.
Can he stand? Is it a sprain, cramps?
Tapay was able to knock down that shot, cutting this lead of Perpetual just down to 1. Omega will head to the bench. We'll get an update for sure on Patrick Omega's condition and status from Fatima Reyes later on. He's being attended to right now by the team's physician, Patrick Omega. Hopefully it's nothing that serious that would sideline Omega for the rest of the game as well. I hope he doesn't miss.
And he was able to stand up. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
If he can stand up and walk to your bench, that's already a good sign.
But you can see that he was in pain. Abyss, because that will be huge without Omega's. Razon fires a 3. No offensive board by Abyss. Second serving here. Here's Ferreras. Bang! Bang! Bang!
That's what he was waiting for. That green light, that confidence. You gotta put a hand up if you want him not to make those shots.
Third triple made para kay Carlo Ferreira sa steal by Razon. Game clock, 10 seconds. Egan fires the three. No shot clock. Just the game clock at 4. Oh, stolen away. Razon, the heat. That would have brought the house down here to end the third quarter. Momentum shifting back sa Perpetual side. Coach Mike Sagigit and the Altas, after a slow start in the third, they were able to recover and get the lead back. They have a 4-point advantage at the end of 3 quarters, 50-46. Fourth quarter, when we return, only here on GTV.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs, Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Fourth quarter about to begin live on GTV. Maraming salamat po muli mga kapuso for tuning in to our first game here on this Saturday afternoon, October 22, as we take a look at a quarter scoring here between San Beda and Perpetual Help. We talked about it at the half, nanalo ng 2 quarters ang Perpetual. San Beda did win the third quarter in terms of scoring, Andre, 18-15, but the Altas had that momentum, especially that latter part of the third.
Yes, and yes, they did have the momentum, pero yung nga lang ang laking loss ni Omega ngayon. So hopefully we're gonna update on what happened to him. So let's see if San Beda can use that to their advantage, knowing that Omega is not on the court right now.
We'll go back later on to Fatima Reyes at courtside to give us an update on Omega. Meanwhile, runner mula kay Ferreras, Mintes, matas mo si Kwekute, trying to shake up the defense of Egan. Using that screen set by Bayo. Kwekute attacks, and this is what you want from James. He has to be aggressive. Although a miss there, back the other way. Here's Ferreras. The fireball! Bang! 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 Fourth triple made by the cannon of Ferreras. Carlo Ferreras knocking down 4 threes in this game.
Yes, he was missing the earlier parts, but when he makes his shots, it's when he needs it the most. It's when the team needs it the most. So good for Ferreras.
The miss by Kwekute. Nakadikit na si Kwekute. Baka tumira ng tres na naman, but naagaw. Di kuntapay, Kwekute. Chased down by Ferreras, but that time, James made sure he wouldn't miss that layup.
That's one way to get your rhythm back. So what a good way to get that score by James Kwekute by staying aggressive.
Yuri Escueta now putting James Kwekute on Carlo Ferreras. Staying on him, making sure not to take another 3 as he's made 4 already.
Okay. JD Bayo, what a hustle, even though it didn't go back to them. What a way to hustle and get that energy going.
Look at Abis. He knew Ferreras was behind him. And Ferreras, as we take a look at his numbers, 15.7 boards, an assist, and a steal, knocking down 4 threes in this game. That's just what he does. When you do the scouting report on Ferreras, he won't hesitate.
And now we're at the latter part of the game. This is when those big moments happen, those big shots happen. So if you think he's missing in the first part of the game, his shots will now be going in if it does matter. So tingnan natin kung magiging consistent siya dito.
Now let's get an update as we see Mark Omega at the bench. He didn't leave. He was wincing in pain. He was limping in pain earlier. Balikan natin si Fatima Reyes with an update on Mark Omega.
Andre, update nga kay Mark Denver Omega. Ayon sa physical therapist ng Perpetual ALTAs na si Joseph Sabater, natamaan lang daw ng tuhod ang right foot ni Mark. Pero konting pahinga lang daw ang kailangan nito. Natanong ko naman si Mark Omega kung kaya naman daw niya bumalik. Kaya pa daw niya maglaro. Mapunta naman tayo sa paalala ni Coach Mike. Depensa pa rin naman daw ang kanilang sasandigan at kung hindi daw sila makapuntos, dapat hindi rin daw makapuntos ang San Beda Red Lions. Yan muna sa panig ng Perpetual. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat for that update. Again, Fatima and Hope, it's nothing really serious. We heard from Fatima's update na natamaan nga ang kanyang kanang paa ng tuhod daw ng isang San Beda player, and hopefully he's okay. And he's
standing up.
Look at this kid. Look at a big kid, Mark Denver Omega, about to check in at the scorer's table. It seems to be okay.
That's a good sight to see. And good thing it's nothing serious, so we can get back to this great basketball action.
Dami Kuntapay missing on that free throw, that first one. It's the second. And Kuntapay shooting 3 free throws.
Ito na nga, Andre, no? Every point counts at this moment, every possession. So, whatever happens, yung mga mental lapses na ang kailangan nilang itanggal dito sa fourth quarter. So, let's see how aggressive they can be and how they can sustain it dito sa ating fourth quarter.
Tapay. It's 2 out of the 3. Mark Denver Omega having a bit of a scare earlier. He was limping in pain. His foot seems to be okay. His right foot, to be exact, is being guarded by Dami Kuntapay. Abis, the big man, was forced to cross the timeline. And the 5 on the floor for the Altas, it's Egan, Razon, Ferreras, Abis, and Omega. Here's Razon, the blitz on defense by the Red Lions. 3 to shoot. Someone has to let this ball fly. Razon does. But good defense for the Red Lions on that sequence.
You're gonna love the patience of San Beda, also not gambling on that double team, not trying to grab the ball, not trying to fish for that ball by stealing. So they did their best in waiting for the time to run out.
Still a 2-point lead for the Altas. Under 8 minutes to play. 53-51 ang ating tally. Andrada the handoff. Here's Kwekute. Here's a 3 mula kay Alfaro. Still no. Andrada was able to get the offensive board, and the putback is good.
That's what you want to see. What a way to grab the rebound and be inside the paint. What good presence of mind coming from Andrada to get that 2 points.
Third deadlock. 53 all. Ferreras the runner. Offensive board by Omega. Gets 2 people up in the air with a big. He gets fouled. He will head to the line for 2 freebies.
Doesn't look like he's injured at all. What a way to be aggressive.
Yeah, remember that play back in the first half with that dream shake, losing his man. He really has a lot of moves in his bag for a big man. TV timeout, 53 all is the score. Under 7 minutes left in this game. Thank you for watching live on GTV. We'll be right back with more NCAA action after the break.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know. Here's what you need to know.
Watch Need to Know, available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
At patuloy lang inyong NCAA action action dito lang sa GTV. It's better hustle on rebounds and box-outs. Yan nga ang main reminder para sa last 10 minutes of the games para sa Red Lions. Mukhang na-predict nga ni JB Bahayo na papahirapan sila ng Altas dahil sa malaking lamang na naitala nila sa huling tapatan. Despite the deadlocks, Coach Yuri is still commending the movement of the team on offense. Para naman sa Red Lions, go hard na dapat ang mentality para patunayan na kaya nilang muling manalo laban sa Altas. Balik muna sa inyo.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Chloe. San Beda, obviously this is not one of their best games, but they're still in step, keeping it toe-to-toe, and tied it with Perpetual Helmet 53 all.
You can see earlier Coach Yuri already being more vocal, trying to get his team going. So that's a good sign. So hopefully, makakabawi sila dito after time out na yun.
The Red Lions are 18 of 56 from the field in this game. 4 to shoot. And a 3. Knocked down mula kay Peter Alfaro. And look at Baguio applauding Peter Alfaro. They needed that triple. And that basket puts him up by 2, 56-54. Believe it or not, this is San Beda's biggest lead in this game.
We're going back to that shot. Tingnan natin. What a miscommunication on the defense at the part of the Perpetual Altas.
Warning on the San Beda Red Lions for improper bench of the guard. Shot clock at 14 seconds.
So Peter Alfaro was called for the personal foul. That was huge after knocking down the 3. Pang-apat na personal foul na yan ni Alfaro, and kino-contest nga ng San Beda coaching staff yung tawag na yun. That's why they were called for the warning for improper bench decorum. Oh, nice look inside. Abis gets fouled.
This is not what you want to see talaga dahil yung miscommunication, yung presence of mind. You have to stick to your man at this point of the game kasi dikit na kayo laro, they're getting these second chance points, these easy baskets, kumbaga. So you really have to defend properly and communicate more. Kahit hindi mo tao, you have to put a body on the nearest man.
Play na nakita natin kanina, Omega was fouled by Alfaro. Yun yung kinontest ng San Beda coaching staff.
And Andre, you did mention Alfaro has 4 fouls. Eh yung masakit doon, siya na kayong gumagawa dito. So they need to make sure he doesn't get into much more trouble after that.
Alfaro with 8 points, 16 minutes of action, does have 4 fouls. From the corner, wala para sa San Beda. Ferreras being tracked down by the defense of the Red Lions. Egan using his body. Bulldozing Kuntapay.
Looks like we have a white shirt limping. Is this Kuntapay? Yes! I wonder what happened there.
Alfaro. Take cross court to Sanchez. And look at this 2-3 zone by the Altas. Really bothering San Beda. Quecote has to drive. James Quecote just really struggling here in this game. 2 of 15 from the floor.
Ito, Andre, sorry, I just wanted to point out, I can see Kuntapay limping, so hopefully it's nothing serious. Buti naman na sub shot to see what's happening.
Si Kuntapay naman, ang hihinga natin ng update kanina, si Omega from Perpetual side. Let's see. Ano naman ang condition ni Kuntapay? He's already at the bench. After we saw him limping, a 5-second violation. Inbound violation para kay Jeff Egan. Credit the defense of the Red Lions, making it hard for Egan to inbound the ball. Still a 2-3-man zone defense employed para sa Perpetual Health. Alfaro will spot the 3. No, battle for the loose ball. It ends up with Mark Omega.
Seems like this is the shot that Perpetual wants based on the 2-3 zone that they are giving San Beda Red Lions.
Egan was swapped by the San Beda defense. 3-3 given, and then he knocks it down, rattles it in. Peter Alfaro, another 3. para kay Peter Alfaro now with 11 points. That is third triple made in this game.
What a way to step up here at the fourth quarter and doing what the defense gives him. Wala. Man down, wala nang close out. What a way to shoot that three-point shot.
San Beda up 1, 59-58. Traveling violation called on the Altas. Yung mga hand down, man down. No man there to track down Peter Alfaro.
Looks like the Perpetual ALTAs is more focused on the men driving to the basket, but they're forgetting that San Beda Red Lions also has players who are a threat outside, so they need to do a better job in closing out.
Here's Alfaro. Goes to Sanchez. He tries from 3. No. We approach 4 minutes here in the fourth and final quarter. San Beda up 1, 59-58. Perpetual won the first 2 quarters. San Beda got the third. Let's see who takes the fourth. And eventually this game, Abis had to let that ball go with the shot clock winding down.
This is something you don't want to see at the side of the Perpetual ALTAs. They're taking too much of their time on offense. They're not really recognizing the shot clock. San Beda still being aggressive also on defense. So that's why they had that turnover. So ito, San Beda will have a chance naman to seal the deal or get that score this next possession.
3 minutes and 46 seconds remaining here in the fourth and final period. Thank you again for tuning in to GTV for live action of the NCAA as James Kwekute at the bench. Not a game that Kwekute would want to remember. 2 of 15 in 23 minutes. 1 of 6 from 2, 1 of 9 from three-point range, 11%. Just 5 points. For James Kwekute, he is San Beda's leading scorer in season 98. Close to 17 points per game.
We have a review
27
of
minutes
the
per outing and a review now.
three-point basket of Peter Alfaro.
The three-point basket by Alfaro being reviewed by 2 of our officials, Aaron Cañete and Roldan Dionson, with the officials table, Coach Mike Sagigit, giving a few words to his quintet of Egan, Razon, Ferreras, Abis, and Omega.
Here also want to point out on I like what I saw here with the San Beda Red Lions. Nag-huddle sila on their own, and I can see the body language. More of they're telling each other to box out kasi nga that's something that's hurting them right now, yung mga offensive and defensive rebounds. So we might see naman dito, they might start, hopefully, they will start rebounding more and locating their man. Kasi importante talaga each possession at this point.
And our officials still reviewing that play. Ito yun eh. Ito yung interest ni Alfaro kung nakaapak pa siya. Oh, no, it looks, oh, that looks clean.
Clean.
It looks clean. That is a 3. It's a clear 3. It was challenged. Challenge kasi pinatingnan ng Perpetual side kung 3 nga ba yun. They had to review. The referees had to review. Alfaro at the bench.
I'm also curious on how many cameras do we have in the arena for that to be seen. So what a way to clear things out. At least 3-point shots. So good challenge.
So after that review, it is ruled as 3. It was clear. It wasn't stepping on the line. So San Beda up 1, 59-58 here in the fourth quarter. Sanchez. Cometa. Andrada, the fall away. Difficult shot! Back is open on Saturday. And with that Michael Jordan shrug.
Woo, the back is open.
Ferreras. Goes to Abis. Ferreras. Inside, back to Abis. The foul and the basket is good.
This is also what the Perpetual ALTAs is known for. The way they cut to the basket, the way they are so aggressive in the paint. San Beda needs to recognize this already and get to the nearest man. Kung sino man ang command. Kasi importante na nga in each possession now. Kaya, ayan, they need to defend properly at this point.
But How about that fall away using the glass para kay Andrada, and then inside to Abis from Omeras is good. He completes a three-point play, ties things up at 61 all. Another deadlock. Our fifth one today, Ometas jumper. No goal. We're close to winning time. Nice look to Abis. He gets fouled by Baguio. Abis tutungo sa linya sa dalawang free throws. Look at that one-handed no-look pass by Egan. Seeing Abis running the floor. John Abis at the line. Abis, a 57% free throw shooter in season 98. Gets the lucky bounce, sinks the first.
I forgot how exciting college basketball is. Just look at the crowd. It's so contagious. The energy, you can feel it right here.
Partida Sabado pa ngayon, Andre.
They could have been doing anything else, but they'd rather be here with us. So thank you so much for joining us here.
And Abis knocks down both free throws. Puts Perpetual back in the driver's seat, 63-61. A thrilling first game between the Red Lions and the Altas. Perpetual looking to bounce back after losing to San Beda to end the first round back in October 12, 10 days ago. Also losing last Tuesday to the Letran Knights. That basket by Bayo underneath will count, beating the buzzer, tying things up again for sixth deadlock at 63 all.
What a way to come alive. Good on JV Bayo. What a way to hustle.
Oh, the pass almost stolen away, was tapped by a Red Lion. Benson was in a backcourt violation. Egan, 4 to shoot. Here's Razon, big three. No on that three. Winning time, under 2 minutes to play. San Beda in their first game back after that long rest as we went to All-Star break. Perpetual losing their first game of the second round against the Knights. Humihingi ng unsportsmanlike foul. Ang buong bench ng Perpetual help, hihingi sila ng replay. Tingnan natin, itong drive, Mintes, but Bayo is there.
Grabe.
Against the outstretched arms of Abis and Omega. And now our officials would again head on to the officials table at center court. Aaron Cañete is our crew chief. Roldan Johnson joining referee Cañete. Both teams headed to the bench, to their respective benches with 1:38 remaining here in this game. Perpetual help won the first two quarters, 16-12. 19-16. San Beda came back in the third quarter, 18-15. They're up here in the fourth quarter, scoring 15-11. But we're tied at 63 all. So after that replay, our officials...
It was a hacking foul on number 12.
So it was just a normal hacking foul called on JB Bayo.
Coming in for the Red Lions.
Could be the common time to get some fouls or them committing fouls because of the aggressiveness. Everybody wants the ball. It's a tie ball game. Kaya kailangan nila mag-ingat sa foul kasi we don't know who's in foul trouble yet. And ito, kung magkaroon man sila ng free throw chance, they are all good free throw shooters. So every possession counts at this moment.
Egan missing on that first attempt from the line. Egan, a 60% season 98 free throw shooter. A split from the free throw stripe puts Perpetual ahead by 1, 64-63. Hang on to your seats, NCAA fans. This is what college basketball is. Here the NCAA at its best. A three! Woo! Yes! Para sa tres! Para kay Peter Alfaro!
Here we go!
San Beda ahead, 66-64. 1 minute and 10 remaining. Ferreras, the runner, is good off the glass. ties things up at 66. A base 7 deadlock in this game.
Both teams showing aggressiveness right now, and this is what you love to see.
Sanchez, the three. Bayo, the tap. It goes to Omega.
Whoop.
And a foul charged on Justin Sanchez.
Ooh.
First personal foul on Justin Sanchez. But that will send Omega to the line. They're over the limit. San Beda is. And look at the crowd all the way from Las Piñas cheering on the Altas. And Omega misses the first free throw. Mark Omega, a 55% free throw shooter for season 98 in 10 games played, has knocked down 22 free throws out of 40 attempts. He misses both. Rebound by Baggio. Big misses there from Mark Omega. 40 seconds remaining. Alfaro, he has the hot hand for the Red Lions. Here's the runner. Mike Ometa, wala. Agawan ng bola, mapupunta kay Razon. 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
San Beda needs to be careful. They are in foul trouble. They are in penalty. They need to defend properly at this point.
Razon has it. Guarded by Cometa. The sign of the cross by Cometa. Guarding Razon. Razon. Big time jumper. Miss. And last touch by who? 3.3 seconds remaining. Will we head on to overtime? Will we have extra period here? Extra 5 minutes? Well, 3.3 remaining here in the fourth. And our officials, again, crew chief Aaron Cañete, along with referee Roldan Yonson, at the scorer's table, officials table, they will do a review and see and check the replay kung sino ba ang last touch doon.
Woo! Goosebumps right now. What a game we have this afternoon.
What a Saturday. Woo! Bigla tayong nabuhayan. I'm sure everybody watching on GTV, also live streaming sa YouTube. Marami pong salamat at sa Facebook Live. Ito, makikita natin, Andre, ha? Tingnan natin, sino ba nag-last touch dito?
So many hands. Oh.
Parang tingin ko si Abis, ng Perpetual, but it was that close.
Let's see if there's another
I don't
angle.
know, from that angle. Let's see. I'm sure our director, Raul De Campo, finding another angle. Tingnan natin. Kasi from that particular one, it was close. Dikit, pero tingin ko si Abis.
Could be.
Number 14 of Perpetual, who last touched yung fingertips dun sa bola. Ito. So tama nga. Last touch by Abis and Perpetual help. So possession for the Red Lions. As you see, Abis still trying to plead his case, but it's already late. Dahil
we have a lot of cameras.
Nakadesisyon na yung, pati nakadesisyon na yung ating mga officials. At nakita naman, klaro naman sa replay yun. Klaro naman sa replay yun na last touch ni Abis. Coach Yuri Escueta now with his coaches at the sidelines drawing up a play. Teka, pakinggan natin. May si Coach Mike Sagigit ng Perpetual. They'll play defense with 3.3 remaining. Pakinggan natin.
So covered yan. Pag-release ng bola, baka naman pagpaangat, paulin natin. Pag nakatalikod, stay, tapos paulin natin. Clear tayo? Pag nakatalikod yung tanggap. Ay, pag nakatalikod, kahit hindi na, harap lang. Pag nakaya zone na lang tayo. We're playing zone. Nagkakaintindihan. So, ina-avoid natin yung lap pass. Yung mga screens dito sa ilalim. Patong tayo dyan. Hindi tayo pwede rito. Yung mga screens, lahat ng mga nasa post na nakapatong. Hey, walang foul na hawak. Pasundot pa rin, pasundot.
Pwede kung kaya natin i-deflect, deflect lang natin.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I heard a 2-3 zone and they're looking to foul. So tingnan natin kung magagawa nila yan. But in 3 seconds remaining, they have to show their their aggressiveness dito sa kanilang depensa.
Yeah, they have fouls to give, Perpetual, as you can see on your screens.
So that's a good way to stall the game
Just
as well.
one team foul here in the fourth quarter, so they have fouls to burn. Kaya nga sabi ni Coach Mike, foul tayo, but make sure na hindi patira yung San Beda Red Lions dito. The 5 on the floor para sa San Beda kay Coach Yuri Escueta, si Andrada, si Baggio, si Cuecute, si Cometa, at si Alfaro. Para naman sa depensa, Perpetual, Coach Mike Sagigit will go with a 5 of Abis, Egan, Omega, Ferreras, and Razon. .3 seconds remaining. San Beda to inbound. Here's Cometa. Looking for a man. They go to Alfaro for the win. And we will head to extra time. Woo!
The score is tied at 66.
That's the end of regulation. 5 more minutes of NCAA action. Exciting one at that, between the San Beda University Red Lions and the University of Perpetual Health System Delta Alta. 66 all overtime. Coming up after the break.
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes po.
Wow, tumama ako, yay!
Bye-bye.
Igan, grabe ka!
Congratulations on your new program.
Ate V!
We're trying to get word, but we were told this is the third or fourth. We'll get back to you, but I think the fourth overtime game for season 98. Alamin natin kung ilan ba talaga. Pang-apat, no? Pang-apat na overtime game na natin to for season 98. And what a game. What an offering. First game ng San Beda after that long break. Their last game came 10 days ago, also against Perpetual Health. Samantalang ang Altas, lumaban na sila nung Tuesday against Letran. Coincidentally, San Beda was also supposed to play in that game Tuesday, but there were some changes. Na-cancel yung laro yun. Kaya it was just Perpetual Health that went to action against the Letran Knights, where they lost. So let's see. Extra time, 5 more minutes between San Beda and Perpetual. Cuecute to start OT with a 3. A miss. Battle for the loose ball. Last touch by a Red Lion, says the official. Possession back to the Altas. But a review asked here by the Red Lions. Tingnan natin. That 3 by Cuecute. A miss, Andre. Sino bang last touch?
Sabay sila eh.
Close na naman.
Here we go. Kaka-start pala ng overtime. So let's see yung official's decision.
Sabay si Omega. At kung di ako nagkakamali, ang kinokontest si Sanchez. So let's see if it hit Sanchez or if it was last touched by Omega. There's Coach Mike Sagigit on your screens trying to will his team to win number 5 in 11 games played. They ended the first round with a win-loss card of 4-5. They lost last Tuesday. They dropped to 4-6. They're now at 7th place in the team standings with an identical 4-6 win-loss card along with Arellano University.
Challenge and successful.
Challenge unsuccessful. So it was last touched by Sanchez. So possession back to Perpetual help. 4:40 remaining here in our overtime period. Here's Razon, guarded by Kwekute. The jumper by Razon. Offensive board by Omega. Wanting to go to Ferreras. Last touch by the Red Lions. Possession will stay with the Altas with 12 to shoot. Let's head on over again at courtside with Fatima Reyes.
Sa dagdag na minuto ng laro, dalawang bagay ang mas binigyang diin ni Coach Mike. Yun ay ang tanggapin ng bola, ingatan nito at iwasan ng unnecessary errors. At pangalawa, mag-uusap sa loob ng court dahil sa mga ganitong pagkakataon sila lang ang magiging sandigan ng isa't isa. What an exciting game, Andre at Andre, pero kumpiyansa ang Altas na may uuwi nila ang panalo sa Las Piñas. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat again for that report, Fatima. What a game indeed. First time din namin magsama ni Andre Paras. So,
yes.
Is that a sign of things to come as Bayo scores inside? Ano, pag every time ba Andre and Andre overtime?
We'll see. That's a good thing as well. But I want to point out something sa San Beda.
Go ahead.
They need to do better in communicating more and looking for the open man. When I mean this is by looking for the strengths of their teammates. Kasi they have shooters, they have players who attack, so they have to use that to their advantage.
Barkuma drives. Oh, the putback. The putback is good para kay John Abbas. The shot clock reset dahil that putback was able to let go ni Abbas in time before the buzzer sounded. China-challenge ni Coach Yuri. Sabi niya, shot clock violation, pero hindi. Counted yun. Labas ng dalawang Perpetual. Alfaro, here he is again. In and out from that three attempt. Alfaro to Kwekute. James, the drive. Bayo, the jumper. Wala. And the shortest man on the floor, Peter Van Barkuma with a rebound. A man is down for the Red Lions. Let's see if Perpetual can capitalize. Ferreras the three. Kwekute, and a man is still down. That's JB Bayo. Still on the floor for San Beda.
Not a good sight to see, knowing also that JB Bayo is already stepping up for the San Beda Red Lions. So hopefully it's nothing serious. If he does get to stand up, mukhang okay naman. But he's still on the floor.
Yun yung drive ni Barkuma to Abis, and then sinagot naman ni Alfaro to Baguio. And then, ito yung drive ni Barkuma, mamimiss. Doon, inabit yung shot clock ni Abis, that first putback, and then for the second try is good. Kaya lamang sila dito, 70 to 68. Kailangan ilabas ni Yuri Escueta si Bayo. Abis, take a look. John Abis, 17 points, 6 of 8, just missing 2 field goals, 8 boards, and an assist today. What a game para kay John Abis.
What a way to step up. Now that's what you want to see if you're Perpetual Altas.
Andrada. Now here's the three mula kay Sanchez. Wala. Omega grabbing another rebound. That's Omega's 17th rebound today. Woo! Ferreras the jumper. Now let's go to Chloe Carrillo and San Beda's side.
Gentlemen, in giving his instructions for the last 5 minutes, Coach Yuri focused on maximizing his guard, James Kwekute, but reminded his players to analyze the defense of the Altas before executing any offensive decision. Hindi naman nakalimutan bigyang puri ni head coach na na-extend ng kuponan ang laro para mas malaki ang chance nilang manalo. Let's see if the Altas let's see if the Lions can outlast these challenges in the last 5 minutes and see if they can start their second round with a win. Balik muna sa inyo.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Chloe. Well, going back to Chloe's report, they're trying, sabi nga ni Coach Yuri, di ba? They're trying to maximize itong si Kwekute, but it's just 2 of 15 in 23 minutes played. Possession back to Barkuma and Perpetual help. Here's Peter Pan. Razon from way downtown, missing on the three. Barkuma with the offensive board. Here's Ferreras for three.
Whoa.
Doesn't get the bounce, and Kwekute secures the rebound, fouled by Razon.
Lucky part there for the San Beda Red Lions. And Ferreras did make that shot, pero grabe. Ferreras right now is on fire, making his shots when it counts the most. So, nako, they really need to put a body up on Ferreras if they don't want him to score anymore.
That was a lucky break for the Red Lions, Andre, dahil the Altas had their chances.
Yes. Gotta give credit to San Beda Red Lions. They're doing their best in protecting the paint. Pero yun nga lang, the Perpetual ALTAs, their shots from the mid-range and outside are going in, are doing well. So they need to do some big adjustments when it comes to defense.
Quecote over to Bayo. Bayo's back, being crowded by 3 defenders. No problem for JB Bayo against 3 red shirts from Perpetual Help. But some way, somehow, he was able to get that shot up, not giving up on that play. And look at him go. The foul, the basket, 3-point play on the way for Bayo. Crucial free throw here for JB. He misses. He wanted to go for the rebound. He knew that free throw was going to miss.
All he has to do is keep this up. What a way to show your energy here at the last 1 minute and 29 seconds. Good on JB Bayo.
9th deadlock, 70 all. 1 minuto at 20 segundo nalalabi. Barkuma, Mintes. Barkuma. Pumasok mula sa labas si Barkuma. Kaya turnover there. Babalik sa San Beda ang possession. Ito yung drive ni Barkuma.
Wow.
Mamimintis niya. Galing siya sa labas. He will get it back.
Pero grabe pa rin ang speed nitong Barkuma. Even though he missed that shot, he still did well in attacking the basket. So San Beda needs to do a better job in helping out on him.
Bayo with a double-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds today. How about Mark Omega?
7 seconds to shoot.
Mark Omega's numbers, 9 points, 22 rebounds.
Yun eh. Not much presence on the offense, pero when it comes to rebounds and being aggressive, yun talagang importante. So, what a way for Mark Omega to make his presence felt here.
Good defensive sequence for the Perpetual ALTAs. Shot clock violation. 52 seconds remaining. 70 all is the score.
Looks like San Beda Red Lions are going with the man, sticking to their man. So ito yung importante. If you're at your man, you have to make sure you help kung may umatake man and protect the paint kasi doon nga sila nahurt when it comes to offensive play of the Perpetual ALTAs.
Barkuma trying to shake off Alvaro. Barkuma. Nahihirapan. Shot clock down to 8. Barkuma puts it up. Napunta kay Abis. The putback, he gets fouled.
This was what I was trying to point out. Walang help defense. Medyo late. Pero yun lang, buti naman hindi na-shoot.
Big numbers from the bigs of Perpetual. Omega, as I mentioned, 9 points, 22 rebounds. John Abis, 17 points, 9 rebounds. Carlo Ferreira, 17 points, 8 rebounds. So we mentioned on top of the coverage, Andre, with the absence of Kim Aurin, missing back-to-back games, even the All-Star break, due to a violation of team rules. Sabi natin, sinong mag-step up, kailangan may mag-step up. And the Altas answering the call and the challenge by Mike Sagigit. And here they are. First free throw knocked down by Abis there. And luckily he gets both. Puts the Altas ahead by 2. 31.7 remaining. We'll take a quick break. Be right back with more NCAA action. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves. and be safe.
Don't forget, we still have another game to offer after this. The Mapua University Cardinals, anxious to step onto the hard court, but they're also watching this thrilling game between San Beda and Perpetual. Help. 31.7 remaining here in overtime. Perpetual lamang bahagya ng dalawa. 72 to 70. Look at the Perpetual students. Grabe, pinaubusan ng energy.
On a Saturday,
Bumiyahe all the way from Las Piñas, where the Perpetual Health campus is located. They're here at the San Juan Arena, Phil Oil, Echo Oil Center, and they're having a great time. Their team up by 2. San Beda with the basketball. Cometa, they swing it over to the other side to Sanchez. Sanchez drives baseline, traveling, violation. Too many steps, and look at Furious Cueta.
What a way to be aggressive, but still, di napansin ng mga ilang hakbang nagamit niya o nagawa niya at this point.
1, 2, 3. There it is. There it is. Good call. Good call by the referee. Timeout. Si Mike Sagigit. Pakinggan natin ang panig. Let's see who has the microphone here. I believe it's with Perpetual side, so we'll get to listen again to Coach Mike and the Altas.
Si Jello na mag-inman. Baba tayo sa baba. 24 tayo. Sa baba, sa baba. Can he move? Can he move? Can he move?
Hindi. Galing sa turnover eh.
Hindi. Tayo pwede kumalamot siya. Stay ka lang sa kalahati. Dito tayo si Joey at saka si si Carlo.
Coach, 24 tayo.
Sa taas ng 3
Oh, 24.
24 tayo. Si Abis to. Si Abis to. Huwag ka muna pumasok. Ayaw mo muna sila pumasok. Dito ka lang muna. Diyan ka lang muna. Tapos si Carlo. So, pagka may open natin ay si Abis, pag wala na ba, ikaw ang kumuha ng bola.
Timing pare, timing ako.
Huwag ka muna pumasok.
Pare.
So initially, dun sa earlier part of that timeout, tinatanong, he had to double check si Mike Sagigit kung saan nila i-inbound, i-move ba. Pero ito, they have to go the whole way. They have to inbound from the other side of their basket. And the 5 on the floor, it's Razon, Barcuma, Ferreras, Abis, and Egan.
And you can see San Beda already sticking with their man. Mukhang magiging sticky defense ang gagawin ng San Beda right now.
Let's see.
Yan na.
Naka-full man-to-man. San Beda. And a foul right away given up by Baguio because they're down 2 here. They have to stop the clock from running. Foul by Baguio. That's just the 3rd foul of JB. That will send a Perpetual help Alta to the free throw line. 2 free throws para kay John Abis.
And John Abis is already doing well at the free throw line, so that is someone you should not have fouled.
It's close to 58%. He knocks down the first free throw. Puts Perpetual up. He's perfect from the line today. 8 of 8. From that free throw line is John Abis. Superb numbers for Abis. Just missing 2 shots from the field. 9 of 9 from the free throw line. Puts the Altas up by 4, 2-possession game. Bayo gets fouled. Wanted that basket. That could have been big kung napasok pa ni Baguio. That would have been a 3-point play and a chance to cut Perpetual's lead to 1. But he will head to the line for 2.
gotta love the aggressiveness of JB Bayo. Kahit dalawang tao niya, he still attacks the basket, still being aggressive, finding his rhythm again, trying to find a way to score for the San Beda Red Lions.
Baguio at the line. JB, a 61% free throw shooter, knocks down the first. Before that free throw attempt, he missed his only free throw attempt. He's 1 of 2 today. Make that 2 of 3. Knocks down both free throws. That cuts Perpetual's lead to 2. 74 para sa Altas, 72 para sa Red Lions. Oras na lamang na natitira, 13.2, full court man-to-man. Oh, double! Alfaro gets the ball back. Here's a 3 for the win! In and out! Barguma and Perpetual will escape. A sorry miss for 3. That could have been the game winner para sa San Beda. But Barguma, let's take a look at that play. Razon, maagaw kay Barguma ni Alfaro. And then extra pass, that was a quick pass, good play. And then Sanchez for 3. It was almost in, but it went out.
Whew. What a ball game.
Wow. Andre Paras, just wow.
He was open at the three-point area, but yun nga lang, hindi lang na-shoot. It was still a good play at the part of the San Beda Red Lions.
Oh yeah, they didn't foul without fouling and sending a Perpetual player to the line. Meanwhile, mintes dito si Barguma. Di nila final, naagaw ni Alfaro, binigay kay Bayo, I believe, ang bilis ng pasa doon kay Sanchez.
That's why they were able to recover fast.
Napasok ni Barguma, 3 points na lang, 1.5. No more timeouts. Naagaw ni Abes. Muntikan pa. And look at the Perpetual help Altas. Escaping, prevailing. Feels like they won an NCAA title. But no, they just got win number 5 in 11 games played, but what a win. And they deserve all the credit, props as well to the Red Lions for not giving up and even sending this game to overtime. And look at Mike Sagigit. We want to talk to him if there's time. We hope we can talk to him if there's time. Wow, Andre. Woo! What a game. And it's just the first one here this Saturday. Final score, 75 for the Perpetual Altas, 72 for the San Beda Red Lions. Let's listen now to the school hymn of the University of Perpetual Health System Delta. Congratulations to the Perpetual Health Altas prevailing in overtime, 75-72. There it is, and our player of the game. There were a lot of heroes para sa Altas, but let's give it to where it is due. Cedric John Abis, 21 points, 6 of 8 from the field, just missing 2 shots from the floor, 9 boards, a steal, and an assist. He was perfect from the free throw stripe, 9 of 9 para dito kay John Abis. What a game, mga kapuso. Sana nag-enjoy kayo as much as we did. Andre Felix, Andre Paras, anything you want to say?
Grabe, like earlier we were talking about who is going to step up. It's not who. They were able to step up. Ang dami nag-step up. And yung nga si John Abis, ang laki ng contribution niya dito sa ating game.
Let's give props. Yes, let's give props. Sabi mo, ang dami nag-step up. Well, Abis is the player of the game, but how about Ferreras knocking down 4 triples, 17 points. Itong si Mark Omega, 9 points, 22 rebounds para sa Perpetual. Si Lian Martel, 8 points off the bench. Egan, 7 points. Barkuma had 7 points. Had that crucial stop. Jello Razon, also 4 points. Nitura contributed 2, so it was a team effort, team game. And props, big props para kay Coach Mike Sagigit. But San Beda also put up a gallant stand to open their second round action in the NCAA in season 98. Up next, samahan nyo sina Martin Javier in Game On. And then our second game between Mapua University and Emilio Aguinaldo College, 2 teams at the bottom of the team standings, fighting and securing wins. Mapua is 2-9, EAC with a 1-10 win-loss card. What a first game, mga kapuso. As we take a look at a lot of highlights, Ferreras knocking down that 3 out of 4 triples made. Kwekute struggled in this game, tried to save his team, but he was 2 of 17 from the field. Barkuma was all energy up and down the court. Thank you to our director, Raul De Ocampo. Our game producer, nakapag siya nakaupo, asahan nyo na mag-overtime, Manny Gabutina, ang kanyang moniker, Mr. Overtime. Also, our courtside reporters, thank you so much for doing a great job reporting at courtside. Chloe Carillo for San Beda, Fatima Reyes for University of Perpetual Health System Dalta. Our floor directors, Butch Burak, Romel also did a great job today. And to everybody from our GMA team, Synergy team, marami pong salamat. My partner, namesake, Andre Paras. Great working with you, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
Won't be the last.
Oh, yeah.
More overtime games. Congratulations again to Coach Mike Sagigit and Perpetual Health. I'm Andre Felix. Stay tuned. Game On up next. Only here on GTV. Stay tuned.